Welcome back, everyone. Welsh Ryan Arena. Tonight, the final road game of the season for the Boilermakers, playing the Northwestern Wildcats in what is the first meeting between these two teams this year. Let's talk to head coach Matt Painter, get his thoughts on this one. Coach's comments brought to you, as they always are, by Purdue Federal Credit Union. It's the official credit union for Purdue fans. You can discover the credit union difference at Purdue Federal Credit Union by going to purduefed.com. Coach Painter, a quick review of the Ohio State game on Sunday. I know I had a chance to visit with you post-game briefly, but when you look back with the assistants, you watched that film, what was maybe the most disappointing to you?
Probably just being disconnected defensively, and then I think more than anything, like, you got to stay on the same page. You got to guard the basketball better. Like, you can do a lot of things in the coaching world. If you're just going to get beat off the dribble and you can't keep the ball in front of you and they're going to get into the paint, it's going to cause problems. And we have to do a better job of containing the dribble. We got to do a better job of guarding in some ISOs. And then there's some, in terms of, we just out-rebounded Michigan State by 2. We got to out-rebound them. We play the game. We have 6 turnovers. We do a great job in that area of not turning the basketball over. But you have to be able to win that war right there. You got to be able to, especially on the road, you got to be able to out-rebound them, and we didn't. So I would say just in general, just you got to stay connected. You stay connected by guarding the actions the way we've worked on. You stay connected by not living in help. You got to have help. You got to have that. It's got to be there, but it can't be utilized every single possession. So we got to do a better job on the basketball. Got to do a better job of just having that discipline, because the more discipline you have, is the more fun you're going to have.
And now that the calendar's turned to March, that really is the name of the game, right? Being disciplined, especially on the defensive end.
Yeah, and everybody plays for keeps. You've worked through so many things to where, like, now you're playing a team right now that does not have a very good record, but they've won 3 in a row, and they're a very good basketball team right now. And that's all that matters is how they're playing right now in the 2 hours tonight. So, that's what we have to. We just have to have that focus and being hooked up and being ready to go. And the one thing is we feed off our offense. So that's not hard. We have a very good offense. We feed off our offense, but we got to be really good in those areas that I talked about when we're not making shots. And that's what a good team is. A good team sticks to their discipline. They stick to their rules defensively. And that's where we need to see a better punch from this team.
Well, you better be ready to guard Nick Martinelli, huh? He's about to lead the league in scoring for the 2nd year in a row. I've heard you, and I mentioned this earlier in our pregame show, I have heard you speak off the record, on the record, about how impressed you have been with him and during his career here at Northwestern. He truly is one of the best we've ever seen. Wouldn't you agree, at a Northwestern uniform?
No question, but the thing that makes him special is just that uniqueness, the way he can get to his floaters, the way he can get to his runners, get to that left shoulder, can make a pull-up, can make a 3, can drive the basketball. So he hits you in a lot of different ways, where other guys you kind of know, like, okay, we got to keep this guy in front of us. We got to knock out his 3s. We can't let these couple things happen. Well, he's got a lot to his game, and it's not going to be one guy for us. It's going to be team defense. It's going to be understanding details and just making it hard. When you lead the league in scoring, you're normally going to get your points. We want to get it to where, if he gets 20, he takes 20 shots. Like, you don't want one of those efficient games like Bruce Thornton just had, 20 points, 9 shots. You don't want the efficiency of it. So defensively, we're going to have to be ratcheted up and be ready to guard him.
And as the follow-up final question, you just assume that he's going to get his, as you just said. When you're the number 1 scorer in the league, you're probably going to get yours. Isn't a key also tonight making sure no one else for Northwestern gets more than they probably should?
Yeah, no doubt. Like, when you're sitting there with Reed and with West and Page, and you can go right down the list, like, they got pretty balanced scoring outside of him. Like, obviously he averages 22, 23. Then those other guys each kind of have their night, and that's where you have to do a good job. You got to be able to guard Jake West and not let him, get 15 to 20 points. You got to keep Reed out of the paint and not let him get there. Page is a guy that's very aggressive. He's looking to score in the post. He's looking to score in the perimeter. He's looking to score when he touches it, period. So, like, you got to be hooked up and be ready, because they've had games this year where he's a big-time factor and he helps us, and they've had games this year where he's not really involved in the scoring column.
Coach Painter, thank you. Good luck here tonight.
All right, thank you.
Coach Painter's pregame comments presented by Purdue Federal Credit Union.
Purdue Federal Credit Union, proud to be the official credit union for Purdue fans. Discover the credit union difference at PurdueFed.com. As always, fans, I think most that have followed us for a long time know this. Coach and I taped that interview earlier in the day. Obviously, at that time, we did not know that the starting point guard, Jake West, would not be playing for Northwestern tonight because of injury. It's Purdue, it's Northwestern, and when we come back, Bobby Riddell rejoins me with his keys to the game. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're a true Boilermakers fan, then you know the real season starts before the first game. Same goes for your home field. No matter how you're planning on managing your acreage, Case IH can help you hit the ground running. Mowing, digging, hauling, and more, our machines are built to handle whatever your land demands. Talk to your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to win big at home, season after successful season.
Success isn't built overnight. It's built by showing up, by being consistent, by the work you do when no one is watching. I'm Matt Painter, head coach of Purdue basketball. You see, for me, it's never just about winning. It's about building relationships, earning trust, and leading with integrity. And that's exactly why I've trusted Purdue Federal Credit Union for the past 20 years. They're built on the same foundation. Purdue Federal Credit Union, official credit union for Purdue fans.
Federally insured by NCAA.
Boiler up, farmers! As Purdue dominates the court this year, BW Fusion is helping Indiana farmers dominate their fields. We're farmer first, delivering crop nutrition products and data designed for one thing: doing more with less. Less in, more out. That's not just a tagline, it's how we farm now. So whether you're at Mackey or in the Combine, team up with BW Fusion and start growing smarter. Visit bwfusion.com to learn more.
Hi, it's Matt Painter, men's basketball coach at Purdue University. I'm proud to be a graduate of the College of Liberal Arts, which continues to innovate with programs like Cornerstone, Degree in 3, and Degree Plus. What I learned in my classes serves me every day. The College of Liberal Arts prepares all Purdue students to think broadly and lead boldly, values that mean a lot to me. I'm grateful for the education I received in the College of Liberal Arts. I encourage you to check out the College of Liberal Arts at Purdue to see where your degree can take you.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. The tip is moments away. This is Boilermaker Basketball.
Purdue and Northwestern tonight from Welsh Ryan Arena. This has not been a kind building to the Boilermakers. The last two times Purdue has entered this building, they have left with a loss. See if Purdue can change that here tonight. Keys to the game, Bobby Riddell. What is it going to take to finally win here in Evanston?
Well, key number one, Rob, defense, and more defense from our Purdue Boilermakers. It's left a lot to be desired on that end of the floor here as of late. This is a team that's hovered kind of right around that 25th in the country from a defensive efficiency standpoint for most of the year, which is certainly an improvement from last season, so you like that. But against the top-level teams in the country, Purdue has really struggled on that defensive end of the floor. 3 of the last 4 teams Purdue has played in this tough stretch here, Purdue's giving up 1.27 points per possession or more in each of those games, including that whopping 1.46 points per possession against Ohio State last time out, the highest of the season in any one individual game. We know Purdue defensively has its physical limitations at a number of positions. There's a lot of guys that are offensive-minded players, and that's how Coach Painter recruited them. That being said, Purdue needs to have more pride on that end of the floor, more guys making a commitment and a desire to be great on that end. And I think we're going to see Purdue moving forward give some more commitment on that level. And then as far as tonight's game goes, from a defensive standpoint, Nick Martinelli, as we've talked about all pregame show, is the catalyst of their offense. Purdue's going to be throwing numbers at him. They got to have a lot of attention to detail. Just got to make life difficult for him to the best of your ability. Don't give him easy stuff. Don't let him get his head up early. Second key, can Purdue win the rebound battle by a sizable margin? Feels like that's certainly pivotal in this matchup. Looking at the rebound margin numbers of these two teams, Purdue has a sizable advantage when you look at the national ranking. Purdue 24th in the country in rebound margin, Northwestern 329th. So this Northwestern team, clearly a team that struggles to rebound as a whole. We saw last time out, Purdue lost the rebound margin by 7 at Ohio State, and that really came back to haunt them in that game. Ohio State winning the second chance points 19-14. Purdue needs to be able to control the defensive glass, but also generate numerous second chance opportunities against this Northwestern team. Third and final key, I feel like, is Northwestern's three-point shooting. They're only making 6.3 3-point field goals per game on the year. They're shooting a pretty poor percentage as a whole, 274th in the country at 32.3%. So not a great three-point shooting team. And now they're out tonight. Probably their best overall three-point shooter, their point guard Jake West, who started the last 13 games, is shooting 37% from 3 on the season. He's out with an ankle injury. And that's a guy they were going to need to step up and hit open shots against this Purdue team. Purdue, as we've seen, does tend to give up lots of open three-point shots. And so that's going to be big. Can Northwestern step up and knock them down tonight?
That is it for tonight's pregame show. What about the starting lineups presented by Saab and the opening tip-off? We will have those when we come back to Evanston, Illinois, Northwestern, and Purdue from Welsh Ryan Arena. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, I'm Trey Kaufman-Wren, power forward for Purdue basketball. On the court, my job is to read the defense and make the right decisions to put our team in the best position to win. Off the court, landowners need the same kind of sharp vision and quick thinking to protect their farm and family's legacy. That's where the Halderman companies can help. They study the court, anticipate every move, and help you stay one step ahead when it comes to managing or selling your farm. If it has anything to do with the business of farming, Halderman can help. Visit halderman.com today to learn more.
Indiana farmers, building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
On the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics, and home to the original Purdue Pete. The tip is moments away. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air.
15th ranked Purdue at Northwestern tonight. Let's get to the starting lineups presented by Saab, keeping people and society safe. Start with the homestanding Northwestern Wildcats, 13-16 on the year, 5-13 in the Big Ten, but they are winners of 3 straight. We told you earlier that no Jake West. He's out because of injury tonight, the 6'3 freshman from Philadelphia, so instead they'll go with a senior, and why not on senior night? Justin Mullins, a 6'6", 200-pounder, originally started his career at Denver. He did have 10 starts last year, did Mullins, for the Cats. He is the starting point guard tonight, again, in place of the injured West. Jaden Reed is also at a guard, 5'10", junior, Westbury, New York. He is averaging 9 points a game. At USF, which is where he transferred from last year at USF, he was all-AAC freshman team. The forwards are Nick Martinelli, top scorer in the Big Ten, 6'7". a senior, Glenbrook, Illinois, 6th leading scorer in the country. He scored over 1,600 points in his career, preseason All-Big Ten after being a second-team All-Big Ten performer last year. Also at a forward, Trey Singleton, 6'8", freshman, Jeffersonville High School. He's a former Indiana All-Star playing at Jeffersonville for the Red Devils. He's averaging 7 points a game, and he's the highest-ranked recruit ever to come to Northwestern. The center is Arrington Page, a transfer from Cincinnati. Started his career at USC, last year at Cincinnati, this year at Northwestern. He's a junior, and he's averaging 10 points, 4.5 rebounds a game. Chris Collins, head coach of the Cats in his 13th season, the 2023 Big Ten Coach of the Year. Chris Collins, 4-13 all-time against Purdue. For the 15th-ranked Boilermakers, here's how they will go. At point guard, Braden Smith, the 6-foot senior from Westfield, coming off a game Sunday where he had 20 points, 7 assists at Ohio State. Braden also went over 1,800 points scored in that game at Ohio State. He's closing in on top 10 all-time scorers in the history of Purdue basketball. Joining him in the backcourt, Fletcher Lawyer, the 6'5 senior from Fort Wayne. Fletch had 15 on 5 made threes against Ohio State Sunday. He's averaging 13 a game. Also in the backcourt, C.J. Cox. He had 13 points against Ohio State. He's a 6'3 sophomore from Lexington, Massachusetts, who has only turned the ball over 8 times all year. At a forward, Trey Kaufman-Renn, 6'9", redshirt senior from Sellersburg. He too was good on Sunday. 19 points, 9 rebounds against the Buckeyes. 13 double-doubles on the year for TK. And at center, Oscar Clough, 6'11", fifth-year player out of Sunshine Coast, Australia. Transferring in from South Dakota State, Oscar Clough averaging 9.8 points, 7.1 rebounds a game. He has scored over 1,000 points in his career. Matt Painter, the boss of Boilermaker basketball, in his 21st season as the head coach of the Boilermakers 5 times. That's 5 times he's been named the Big Ten Coach of the Year. He's 23-9 all time when facing Northwestern. Michael Irving, one of our officials this evening, along with Michael Reed and Paul Zells. That's your 3-man officiating crew for this one. Northwestern is in black here at home. They seem to always wear black when they play the Boilermakers for some reason. They call these their goth uniforms, a black uniform with the gold numerals and lettering front and back. It reads Northwestern in script across the chest in gold. Speaking of gold, Purdue's wearing the old golds on the road. We don't often see these in road games, but Purdue wears old gold tonight. Old gold jersey with old gold shorts. It reads Purdue in black, in block capital lettering across the chest with black numerals front and back and black and white piping.
Rob, that's how you know times have been tough lately, when we have both the Good Luck Golds and the Good Luck Grays going strong this year for a while. Yeah. Both the gold unis and the gray unis have sustained losses here lately. Yeah. So
lost in the Anthracite Sunday
at
Ohio State. Lost in the big game golds earlier this year at home against Michigan. Clough to jump it up against Page, center circle, and Paul Zells pulled an okey-doke on him. He'll try it again. Tosses the ball high, gets into the backcourt to our right, which is handled by Northwestern, which means we are underway. Welsh Ryan Arena, the final Big Ten road game of the year for the Boilermakers. Purdue opens up in a half-court man-to-man as Page catches it on the high left arc with his toes on the arc. He bounces it left corner to Martinelli, who's guarded by Trey Kaufman-Renn. Now topside feed to Reed. Reed dribbles to the left arc. Trey Kaufman-Renn is guarding him with a shot clock at 7. Reed, a step back 18-footer, good, and it's 2-0. Northwestern the early lead.
Jaden Reed is one of those jitterbug type of guards. He's got elite quickness. He's got the ability off the bounce to create a lot of space. And when he had Trey Kaufman-Renn on him there, he was able to create that space for the step back too.
Purdue left to right here in the first half. Braden Smith off a screen from Clough, top of the key. Picked up the dribble, goes right wing to Trey Kaufman-Renn, gives it right back to Braden Smith. He drives, kicks to Lawyer, top of the key, shot clock at 5. Lawyer will drive and bank it in from the right block, coming down the right side of the painted area with a right-handed dribble. Fletcher Lawyer ties the game at 2.
Great drive there by Fletch, playing off the closeout there. If you're Northwestern, you would like to think Reed could keep Fletch in front of him, but Fletch got the angle on him.
Singleton, the freshman from Jeffersonville, held the ball left wing, gives to Reed right wing. He dribbles into the paint, leaves it for Page, who misses a right-handed hook shot 6 feet in front of the bucket, and Oscar Clough rebounds for the Boilermakers. Purdue attacks by throwing it into Trey Kaufman-Renn, right block. Here comes a double team to him. Purdue swings it around the perimeter. Cox
Cox goes to the left block, kicks it out of there by giving to Lawyer. Now inside to Clough, and a bad pass is stolen by Northwestern, and then the Cats lost it out of bounds. Oh, Page is so upset with himself. He had an interception in his hands, and it just somehow slipped out of his hands and went out of bounds on the sideline.
Well, Purdue got fortunate. Oscar Clough on his way back kind of bumped into Page just a little bit. It was relatively marginal, but it was enough to where when the guy loses the ball out of bounds at home, a lot of time gets that call in his favor, so thankfully no foul on Clough there.
Well, Purdue turned it over, and Northwestern gave it right back. 7 on the shot clock for Purdue. Down low to Clough. Skip pass, he threw it out of bounds. Tried to skip it from the left block to the right arc, and he threw it to the Northwestern bench.
Well, we've seen even a guy as good as Zach Edey get super flustered by the post double of Northwestern in years past. Yep. Oscar Clough's a guy who hasn't really been post doubled much this season. Well, he's going to get a full post double situation here this evening. He rifles that ball, unfortunately, in about the third row.
It's what Northwestern does so well defensively. Double the post. Here's Reed. Got the switch again now. Top of the key with Trey Kaufman-Renn guarding him. Just past to Singleton, left wing. Singleton behind the back dribble. Attacking Lawyer. Stepping to 15 feet and scoring from the left elbow. That's the Indiana kid, Trey Singleton, giving Northwestern a 4-2 lead.
Well, Singleton there, as he got the initial pass, kind of was looking to pass, but then eventually decided, I like this matchup with Fletcher Lawyer. I'm going to take him one-on-one, and he got to a comfortable spot in the mid-range.
Braden Smith, no-look pass, left block, caught by Trey Kaufman-Renn. He jump-stopped and was called for traveling. Matt Painter goes right to Paul Zels and says, how is that a travel? But the official will not change his call, and Purdue, another turnover, will give the ball right back to Northwestern.
Trey kind of got sandwiched between a multitude of players there, and Coach Painter certainly felt like part of that sandwich was a foul by a Northwestern guy, but there was definitely a Purdue player also in there, and I think that some of the officials, their vision may have been.
Clough with a steal. A run out for Clough, attacking the bucket, and then he had it stripped away at the last minute out of bounds. Reed turned it over at midcourt. Clough jumped the passing lane, and then Clough was ready to shoot a left-handed layup. Reed at the last minute stripped it out of bounds, baseline right. Purdue keeps the ball on the right baseline, trailing 4-2.
I'm so bummed out. Reed had great hands to knock that away, because that was almost highlight reel worthy by Oscar Clough in the open floor. A crossover and then into a spin. Unfortunately deflected.
Purdue inside to Kaufman-Renn. He attacks Page, misses a right-handed banker. Rebounded by Purdue's C.J. Cox. He gives it right block. Trey Kaufman-Renn faces up on Page. Tries to back him down, spins, and had his shot blocked. Out of bounds, saved inbounds, though, to C.J. Cox. His jumper good from the left baseline. Great hustle by Clough. Actually kept the possession alive. Cox makes the jumper. We're tied at 4.
We saw Page's wingspan really give Trey some fits there. Long arms to flex the hook shot. Thankfully, CJ ends up rescuing the Boilers on that possession.
Page does have 32 blocks this year. Mullins a 3 on the deep right wing. Misses off the back of the iron. Loose ball rebound picked up by Mullins. Throws it inside to Page. An offensive rebound for the Cats, and they keep the possession here with 13 on that shot clock. Martinelli a 3 on the deep left wing. It is in and out, no good. Clough a rebound for the Boilermakers. Oscar Clough already 3 rebounds early in this game. We're tied at 4 at the 16-minute mark. Trey Kaufman-Renn spins on Singleton. Throws it out high to Lawyer, top of the key. Back to Kaufman-Renn, attacking Page, shooting a wild shot, missing, and a foul down low. Will go against Northwestern on a push-off, and it'll be credited to Trey Singleton of the Cats. Timeout on the floor. It's 4-4 in a physical game early. 15:51 remaining first half. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Success isn't built overnight. It's built by showing up, by being consistent.
by the work you do when no one is watching. I'm Matt Painter, head coach of Purdue basketball. You see, for me, it's never just about winning. It's about building relationships, earning trust, and leading with integrity. And that's exactly why I've trusted Purdue Federal Credit Union for the past 20 years. They're built on the same foundation. Purdue Federal Credit Union, official credit union for Purdue fans.
Federally insured by NCAA.
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent is there to help guide you through each step of the insurance process.
Yeah, my agent's awesome. Jeff gives great advice, helps me figure things out. He's kind of like a dad to me.
Oh, that's great. Your agent
He's just got such a dad vibe, you know?
Sure. And your agent can...
I kind of want to get him a tie. I wish there was like an insurance agent's day or something, you know, because he's not really my dad.
Get to know an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and you'll never have to go it alone. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together.
University Bookstore, the official textbook provider for Purdue Athletics and home of the original Purdue Pete. Announce the return of 3-Point Thursdays. When the men play, win or lose, you score on every three-pointer. You can save up to 39% off your purchase. Get set to save with Purdue men's basketball with 3-Point Thursdays. 2 locations, State Street and across from Mackey Arena. Save at University Bookstore.
This is Jakari Harris, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Purdue Athletics would like to thank and recognize members of the Black and Gold Club who support Purdue Athletics through their sponsorship at the highest level. Black and Gold Club members include Beck's Hybrids, Indiana Packers Corporation, Purdue Global, BW Fusion, Purdue Federal Credit Union, State Farm Insurance, Riley Children's Health, and Wabash. Each are great partners of Purdue Athletics, and a number of folks from those particular businesses are with us in the building tonight, joining us on a special sponsored trip here to watch Purdue play on the road in Evanston. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell and on-site audio engineer Wes Scott. We're tied at 4. Purdue has the ball as we resume action. Northwestern subs Tyler Kropp, a 6'9 freshman from Powell, Ohio, is subbed in. Purdue will sub in Daniel Jacobson, the 7'4 redshirt freshman from Chicago. Braden Smith inbounds, baseline right. Purdue has 20 on the shot clock as they'll begin this possession. Throwing the ball into Lawyer in the right corner. High right arc, a chest pass into the hands of Trey Kaufman-Renn. Kropp guarding him. He tries to attack Kropp, gives it up left wing. Cox throws it inside to Jacobson, who gives it right back to Kaufman-Renn. But as the ball was being thrown in there, a foul was committed by Justin Mullins. Mullins wrapped his hands around the waist of Kaufman-Renn on the entry pass, saved a layup, and Purdue has the ball baseline right. As into the game will come Jordan Clayton, a 6'2 junior from Medford, Massachusetts, subbing in for the Cats. He averages 3 points a game.
What Daniel did there out of the post double is if you can get the ball out of your hands quickly and make a decision, that helps.
Cox on the baseline inbound, streaking to the bucket. A left-handed layup from the left block. What a great call there. 4 points for the Boilermakers, C.J. Cox, and Purdue leads 6-4 on the baseline inbound bucket. Martinelli, he's in the right corner, dribbling to the right elbow, guarded by Jacobson. Will he try to go to work? He will. A 3, deep right wing, no good. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Kropp of Northwestern. He's begging his coach for a video review. Coach Collins says, no way, we are not burning a video review less than 5 minutes into the game. We will not challenge. And Purdue will have the ball here with a 6-4 lead. Braden Smith in the backcourt will be hounded by the quick-handed Jaden Reed. Watch out for this guy. He has 28 steals and is just a pest when guarding that ball. Bounce pass left wing, Cox dribbling off of the wing there with Kropp guarding him. Gives it up between the circles into Fletcher Lawyer's hands. Now goes inside left block, a lob and a turnover. Kaufman-Renn tried to lob it to Jacobson. It leads to a layup going the other way for Northwestern. Turnover leads to a bucket. We're tied at 6.
Kaufman-Renn trying to go big to big there with the lob to Jacobson, who's got the size advantage on pretty much anybody we play, but unfortunately due to the speed of that double coming over, Trey a little too antsy and underthrows that pass.
Angelino Cheravino the bucket, and a foul now on the ball on Kropp, his first. Cheravino off the bench, the 6'6 sophomore from Chicago, had 19 against Purdue last year at Mackey Arena. And he has a layup here to get himself started. Tied at 6, 14:28 to go first half. Purdue the ball. Front court right. Jacobson dribbles once, gives to Cox. Cox guarded by Cherovino. Chest pass right wing, Braden Smith. Read on him. Braden uses a screen by throwing it to the left corner and threw it out of bounds. It was too high of a pass for C.J. Cox to catch. Braden says, my bad. That's 4 early turnovers already on Purdue, and Jack Benter will enter the game. Benter, the 6'6" redshirt freshman from Brownstown, replacing Trey Kaufman-Wren. Purdue is only averaging 6 turnovers a game in the last 5 games. 6 a game, but boy, Purdue's been careless with the ball early here tonight. Tied at 6, 14-10 to go in this first half. Jaden Reed, the point guard, with a bounce pass left side. Crop. Top side to the best player, Martinelli, on the roster for Northwestern. He'll give it up to Reed, perimeter right. Now a little two-man game with Martinelli and Reed. Back to Martinelli, right elbow, driving on Cox, stopping on the right block. He's trapped there, somehow finds it to Reed. Now to Clayton for a catch-and-shoot 3 on the left wing. Good. Jordan Clayton, who only averages 3 points a game, but is a 37% three-point shooter, gives Northwestern a 9-6 lead.
Those are those kind of shots Northwestern's going to be able to generate when you double team Martinelli. He's good at handling those. He's able to spray it out, and Clayton comes through.
They try to trap the ball to the Cats. They get it out of Braden Smith's hands. Now it's left wing Benter to Lawyer. Lawyer dribbles in, kick to Cox. Shot clock at 3. Cox a deep 3, left wing, air ball, and play resumes. Here comes Northwestern on the run, right to left. Clayton in the left corner to Cherovino. Now further left wing, he'll give it to Reed. 3-point lead for Northwestern. 13-minute mark of the half. Inside it'll go to Crop. Kick it out to Cherovino, left wing. Now top side to Reed with a shot clock at 10. Reed off a screen from Martinelli. Reed to the right elbow. Working on Jack Benter. Rising from 18 feet, firing. Missing off the back of the iron. Rebound is fought for, and somehow Martinelli came out of there with it, and then he was fouled by one of the Boilermakers. That one Boilermaker will be Daniel Jacobson, his first foul, as that time Martinelli was trapped between a couple of gold jerseys, but he still found a way to come up with an offensive rebound. He'll be at the foul line here. Martinelli is an 80% foul shooter.
Well, that's a position with Daniel Jacobson there underneath. You just would love to see him be able to go up and come down with that defensive rebound. Jack Benter, as Martinelli makes the first free throw. Jack Benter in that switch on Jaden Reed did a pretty good job contesting that pull-up, making it difficult. And those are the type of defensive plays you want. Make guys make tough shots over the top of you, contain the dribble. Pretty good defensive possession there by Purdue, all things considered. But if you don't close it out with a defensive rebound, it's just not good enough. Martinelli able to swoop in and get it.
Martinelli, that's his first score of the game, that free throw there. He averages 22.5 a game, leading scorer in the Big Ten, and now he has 2 points. He'll exit the game momentarily, replaced by Mullins. And it's a 5-point lead for Northwestern, 11-6 of the 12:45 mark. To this point, Northwestern's been uber physical defensively, and it has bothered the Boilermakers. Benter between the rings. Chest pass left side, Braden Smith. Top of the key, Jakari Harris, who just subbed in a moment ago for the Boilermakers, the 6'3" sophomore from Atlanta. Left wing to Benter. Fakes a 3. Dribbles left baseline. His skip pass is stolen by Cherovino. Tried to throw it left wing to right wing. Another Purdue turnover. The cross-court pass is not working out well for Purdue early in this one. Mullins, perimeter right, holds the ball on the hip. Now it goes to Singleton. He swings it further right wing, now into the hands of the driving Clayton. He shoots a follow-away jumper and scores from 15 feet away. 5 early points off the bench for Jordan Clayton. 13-6, Northwestern leading.
Purdue in disarray right now. Need to get a bucket. But like you said, Rob, it's been turnover city here as of late.
Yeah, just need to get a shot up on the rim. Lawyer stepping in, right elbow, no good. Rebounded Cherovino of Northwestern. Here comes Northwestern right to left wearing the black uniforms and having a 13-6 lead currently through the Cats. Singleton, high right side, Mullins. Bounce it, high left wing, Crop. Now to Cherovino. He drives on the right block. Skip past left corner. Swing it left wing, Clayton. Further to Cherovino on the right wing. Shot clock down to 7. Cherovino inside to Crop. He'll drive on the right block, bank it in. Purdue takes a timeout. Tyler Kropp, who averages 2 points a game, has just given Northwestern a 15-6 lead. Timeout on the floor. Matt Painter burns a timeout with 11:15 to play in the first half. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Purdue Polytechnic, we don't just study technology, we build the future with it. From flight decks to design studios, from data labs to construction sites. Our students are hands-on, industry-ready, and powered by Purdue's persistent pursuit of innovation. This is where innovators, creators, and problem solvers make giant leaps every day. Purdue Polytechnic, the college for technology at Purdue University, where graduates are industry-ready day one. The Tom Wood Auto Group has been family-owned and operated since 1967, proudly serving Indiana drivers for generations. With over a dozen brands and thousands of vehicles in stock, you'll find the right car, truck, or SUV for your next adventure, all backed by a name you can trust. Wherever you visit us, you'll find the same commitment to quality, integrity, and exceptional service. Visit TomWood.com for any of our convenient locations today. It's all good at Tom Wood. Indiana farmers. Building new markets takes time and pays back dividends with long-term demand for your crops. High oleic soybean oil drives new demand for Indiana soybeans to domestic and international markets. Plus, it's a healthier oil, more desirable to customers. Your checkoff is building this demand right here in Indiana. Purdue Athletics is proud to offer their foods prepared in heart-healthy, high oleic soybean oil this season. Learn more about this oil at incornandsoy.org/premiums. This message was funded by Indiana's soybean farmers and their checkoff.
Whether doing chores on your small farm or improving the landscaping around your home, you'll have everything you need with a Bobcat tractor. Chase Weaver here with Bobcat of Lafayette. Our powerful, easy-to-use tractors designed with multiple platforms deliver industry-leading performance to make those long days seem short. Offering numerous attachments and implement possibilities, there is no job our compact tractor can't be suited for. Visit Bobcat of Lafayette for product availability, pricing, and financing details. Bobcat, we're one tough animal.
The 2025-26 Purdue basketball season is presented by Purdue Global, Purdue's online university for working adults. Rob Blackman, Bobby Riddell, courtside at Welsh Ryan Arena, the home of Northwestern basketball. Northwestern uber aggressive defensively early, and it is paying dividends. Purdue already has 5 turnovers. Purdue, one of the best in the country at taking care of the ball, averaging just 9 a game. Those 5 turnovers have led to 9 points for Northwestern, and guess what the deficit is? 9, 15-6, Northwestern the lead.
Just a really poor start to this game for Purdue. It's 6-6 there, but still you're feeling like Purdue's not playing at a high level, and then that poor play continues and Northwestern starts ramping it up and the shot making starts improving. They've made 4 of their last 5 from the field, and with all the turnovers Purdue's been having, you've been giving Northwestern some easy baskets too, even in transition, and Purdue's got to find a way here to come out of this timeout and execute.
Purdue has subbed in Omer Meyer, the 6'4 freshman from Tel Aviv, Israel. Braden Smith double-teamed near midcourt. They've done that a lot in this game. Double-teamed him to get the ball out of his hands. And now a ball thrown inside, but a foul on Kropp of Northwestern. As the ball was being thrown to the low post, 2 fouls on Kropp. Purdue caught a major break there because Purdue's about to turn the ball over if Kropp doesn't commit that foul.
That post feed was stolen rather easily. I know there was a whistle, so maybe Trey stopped playing slightly, but that pass by Omer Meyer ended up being stolen rather easily.
Purdue inbounding baseline right. 10:59 to play first half. All Northwestern early here in their final home game of the year. 4 seniors honored for the Cats. Inside, Trey Kaufman-Wynn, kick left corner. Braden Smith, a 3, no. Weak side rebound to Oscar Clough. Clough on the right block comes away with a weak side rebound, so a reload here. Braden Smith will drive, shoot from the left elbow. That one is long. Couple of good quality looks for Braden Smith, the All-American, but neither would fall, and the rebound comes out to Northwestern's Jordan Clayton. Clayton brings it over the timeline right to left. Clayton off a screen from Page will swing it right side into the hands of Singleton. He's right arc, 2 steps outside of that arc. Martinelli right baseline, double team, and he was trying to dribble out of trouble. He was called for foul in that double team on Purdue's Omer Meyer. First foul on Omer.
Purdue foul number 17, Omer Meyer.
Just a little too overzealous there on the double team with Martinelli. He spins out of it. And when you bump a guy and he falls out of bounds along the sideline, you put the onus on the official there. And oftentimes they're going to side with the offensive player, even if the contact's marginal.
Northwestern attacking the basket to our right. We're almost halfway through the first half, and Purdue has only 6 points scored, trailing 15-6. Purdue has 5 turnovers, 6 points. Martinelli on the right baseline, again trapped. This time we'll give it up to Reed. Reed dribbles to an 18-foot straightaway jumper. Good. Jaden Reed has 4 points, and now the lead is 17-6 Northwestern.
Oh, how about just the tale of 2 possessions, right? Braden Smith gets 2 really good looks. 1 from 3, 1 from the mid-range, doesn't make either. And then that time Reed, a tough fall away, and he gets it to go.
Braden Smith again trapped near midcourt, dribbles out of trouble to Jakari Harris for a 3 straight away, a bullseye. Jakari Harris double teamed was Braden Smith, so he found Jakari for a straightaway triple. Boy, did Purdue need that. Purdue trails 17-9.
They are really staying with 2 guys on those ball screens. Purdue calls it a corral, where basically the guy hedging the ball screen and the primary defender on Braden Smith are staying with him until he gets rid of the basketball. They just want to make someone else on Purdue beat them. Thankfully, Jakari Harris was ready for the moment.
Purdue's first made 3 of the game. Singleton drives, gives it up to Page. He drives to the middle of the paint, shoots a fall-away jumper, and scores. 8 feet away, that's Arrington Page. He averages 10 a game. He's from Atlanta. It's his first bucket of the game, and it's 19-9 Northwestern.
Page, as we heard Coach Painter talk about, he's looking to score at all times when he gets the ball in. Right there, a tough fadeaway jumper, but he's got some talent.
Braden Smith's right elbow extended inside to Clough, faces up on Page, drives him, gives up at the last second to a cutting Trey Kaufman-Wren, who lays it in with his right hand from the right side of the bucket. First score of the game from Kaufman-Wren and an assist for Clough. It's 19-11 Northwestern.
Love that facilitating there by Oscar Clough. He's got that capability to put it on the floor a little bit and pass. That 2-man game between him and TKR was beautiful.
Northwestern shooting 61% from the floor early in this game, leading 19-11. Mullins right side, Martinelli. He drives to the free throw line, kick in the left corner. Singleton, he'll drive in from there. His shot was blocked by Clough, and then Clough gobbles up the loose ball. Oscar Clough with a block shot, his 21st of the season. Purdue attacking the bucket to our right. Kaufman-Wren was fouled by Martinelli as a double team was coming aggressively to Kaufman-Wren. Martinelli bumped him. First foul of the game on Martinelli, and we have a timeout on the floor. It's Northwestern 19, Purdue 11. 7:53 to play in this first half. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine. At Indiana Packers, just 20 miles down the road from Mackey Arena, we're not just really good Indiana kitchen bacon makers.
We're Purdue alumni.
We're student interns.
We're student parents.
We're fans. We're season ticket holders.
We're John Purdue Club members.
We're boilermakers.
Our Indiana Packers products like Indiana Kitchen Bacon, Kentucky Legend Ham, and other premium pork products are more than just locally made. They are boiler made.
Indiana Packers is a proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
This is Sasha Stefanovic, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball with Rob Blackman and Bobby Buckets Riddell.
Thank you, Sasha. Northwestern 19, Purdue 11. 7:53 mark of the first half. From jerseys to hats and more fan favorites, find everything you need to gear up for game day at KohlsandKohls.com. Before we move further, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Purdue has the ball baseline right as we resume action. Purdue playing with Meyer, Harris, Braden Smith, Benter, and Trey Kaufman-Wren. 7:53 to go first half. Purdue 5 first half turnovers. A team that only has averaged 6 turnovers a game in the last 5 games. Turnovers have not been a problem really all season for Purdue, but they have been a bugaboo early in this one. Kaufman-Wren left block, kick it out to Jakari Harris, a 3 right wing. That one goes begging. Rebounded, though, Trey Kaufman-Wren of the Boilermakers. Purdue out rebounding Northwestern by 4 rebounds. A 3 in the right corner for Jack Benter is short, and Trey Kaufman-Wren tipped at it, but he tipped it, unfortunately, into the hands of Page of Northwestern. Good try by Trey, just a bad tip, and here's a drive at the other bucket. Missed. Trey Kaufman-Wren, a weak side rebound as Mullins came flying in there and missed a wild shot off of the right block. Jakari Harris, top of the key, guarded by Martinelli. Left side, Benter will shoot a 3 and knock it home. Jack Benter, a triple time for a guy whose right wrist was so swollen up Sunday night after that Ohio State game. I'm not sure how he could even handle the ball, let alone shoot it, but he knocked that one home. Purdue trails 19-14. Here's Reed, off a screen from Page, left wing, back to Page. He'll shoot a 3 straight away, good. Arrington Page, a 23% three-point shooter, makes it Northwestern 22, Purdue 14.
What a big shot there. Purdue finally gets a 3 to go down and has some momentum there. And then Page, a little pick and pop action.
Homer Meyer, high right point. Gives it up left wing into the hands of Jakari Harris. Right back to Meyer, who now is between the circles. To Benter, left side Jakari Harris. He will fake a 3. Shot clock at 3. Jakari's going to have to drive. Throws it inside to Kaufman-Wren. He'll shoot and score at the horn. A right-handed hook shot in front of the bucket over Page as the shot clock was expiring. 4 points for Trey Kaufman-Wren. Purdue trails 22-16.
Great job there. Jakari Harris playing off 2 feet on that drive late clock, not panicking. And then you get the Gortat with Kaufman-Wren on that late drive.
Reed kicks it left corner for a Singleton 3. It's in and out, no good. Kaufman-Wren a rebound already in this game for the Boilermakers. 3 rebounds for Trey Kaufman-Wren to go with 4 points. 5:45 to go in this opening half. Here's Jakari Harris, a 3 in the left corner. It is long, and Singleton rebounds off of the weak side for Northwestern. 6-point Northwestern lead, and the Cats have the ball at the 5:35 mark.
It's a pretty good find there by Braden Smith. Got that spacing. Jakari, unfortunately, not able to connect on his second 3.
Singleton gives it up point to Page. Page is at the right elbow, guarded by Trey Kaufman-Wren. He was tied up by Omer Meyer, and Meyer is whistled for his second foul, getting too much of the wrist, says official Michael Reed. 5:19 to play in this first half. Northwestern will have the possession on the far sideline directly across from us. Fletcher Lawyer subs in, so does C.J. Cox here for Purdue. Omer Meyer will go to the bench with his 2 fouls. Jakari Harris goes to the bench as well. Omer's frustrated. He thought he had all ball there.
I was wondering if we were going to get Braden Smith to come out and get kind of his breather, but he doesn't.
And Kropp caught the ball on the right baseline, tried to drive it, and was fouled by Trey Kaufman-Wren on the drive. First foul on Trey Kaufman-Wren. Northwestern has the ball baseline left, and Northwestern has a 22-16 lead.
Heady play by Kropp there. That's what Purdue calls the oh no, where you fake the handoff and then rip it and drive the basketball, and he got an angle there when he did so.
Rob throws it into the right corner. Reed has the catch. He's guarded by Trey Kaufman-Renn is Reed. Reed's only 5'10". He drives and scores. Somehow he got to the basket. He found a crease and banks it in from the right side, does Jaden Reed, who has 6 points already against a 9-point average. 24-16 Northwestern. Kaufman-Renn faces up against Kropp at the free throw line. Now gives it up high to Braden Smith. They're doubling Braden Smith of the Cats. Gets it out of his hands, left wing to Lawyer. Lawyer wants a screen from Trey Kaufman-Renn. Gives it right back to Trey. He'll drive, and he'll be called for charging. Martinelli took the charge. Trey Kaufman-Renn has 2 fouls, and he'll have to come to the bench. Oscar Clough's going to replace him at the 4:37 mark. Northwestern 24-16 lead, and Northwestern the bowl.
Of course, the jack three from the top of the key goes down after Kaufman-Renn kicks that ball out, but unfortunately too much momentum from Trey. After he caught that short roll going to the basket, he runs over Martinelli. Just a wise play by Martinelli there on help side defense.
Stood there and took the charge, did Martinelli. The senior playing on senior night. Here's a deep three straight away. That one's no good. Missed by Clayton, rebounded by Purdue's Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue on the run left to right, wearing the old gold unis. Inside it goes to Clough on the right block. Is he going to go man-to-man against Kropp? Nope, here comes the double team. Oscar's trap, gives it out to Cox. A three on the right wing on the inside out, no good. And a foul, however, against Northwestern. Jack Bender got pushed to the ground as he was trying to get an offensive rebound. That's because Cherubino had pushed him in the middle of the back. Time out on the floor. Northwestern 24, Purdue 16 at the 4-minute mark. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
We know to contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before every dig. But did you also know spraying a white line around the area you plan to dig means utility flags will only go in that area? Fewer flags in the yard? Easier mowing? Everybody wins.
Everybody except my kid. I don't want to mow the yard.
Everybody except for your kid wins. Contact Indiana 811 at least 2 working days before picking up a shovel. It's the only way to dig. Learn more at 811.safedigindiana.com.
Winter got you cooped up inside looking for some fun? Then grab the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. With instant fun and prizes up to $570,000. It's the perfect way to brighten these winter days. So put down the puzzles, try on a fresh pair of sweatpants, and come out to play Indiana with the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. Champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
Your car survived snowstorms and salty streets. Now it deserves a little March maintenance. Get your first wash free at Tsunami Express Car Wash, featuring our signature Tsunami Salt Blaster. After your wash, use free vacuums, detailing tools, and complimentary tire air to tackle everything winter left behind. Sign up online and your first wash is free. Claim your free wash at TsunamiExpress.com. That's a $25 value, free. Wash, chill, repeat. Tsunami Express, proud partner of Purdue Athletics.
Listen to all things college sports, including live games and talk, on SiriusXM College Sports Radio, Channel 84, and streaming on the SiriusXM app. Rob Blackman with Bobby Riddell, on-site audio engineer Wes Scott. We're courtside at Welsh Ryan Arena. Northwestern, the home team, leads Purdue, the visitor, 24-16. Northwestern has forced 15 or more turnovers in 3 of their last 4 games, and they've gotten Purdue into some bad predicaments, taking care of the ball early. Purdue already 6 turnovers in the first half, and we have 4 minutes remaining in this half. Purdue will have the ball baseline right. That last foul, by the way, on Northwestern, they're 6th as a team. And right now for Purdue, Trey Kaufman-Renn on the bench with 2 fouls. Braden Smith, the trigger man on the inbound to baseline right. Gives to Lawyer in the corner. A three in the right corner. In and out. No good. Rebounded Oscar Clough, and then he fell down. That's a travel on Clough, but it's great hustle. The coach is applauding the effort. Yes, it's a traveling violation, but it's outstanding hustle by Clough, who came away with that offensive rebound. Purdue now just 2 of 9 3-point shooting in this first half.
You're right. It was a good possession. You get a quality look from Fletcher Lawyer. Unfortunately, it rattles in and out. That's kind of the way this game's been going right now. And then Oscar Clough gets a rebound, but he can't keep his balance, and you have another turnover.
Northwestern the ball. They wear black at home on senior night. Their Goth uniforms, as they like to call it, and they turned it over.
Dribbled off his leg out of bounds.
Jaden Reed, far sideline, directly across from us. He tried to get a little too fancy on him between the leg dribble, and yeah, as Bob said, dribbled it out of bounds.
We'll take that.
Boilermakers left to right. Purdue wears gold on the road. Cox, perimeter left. Off a screen from Benter, now to Clough, top of the key. He dribbles once to give the ball to Lawyer. Lawyer faking a three, kicking it right side. Benter drives all the way to the bucket, kicks it out for a Lawyer. Three left wing. There's a triple time. Fletcher Lawyer. Boy, Purdue needed that triple. Purdue's down 24-19 with 3:10 to go first half.
That's good ball movement, good dribble penetration and kick. Opportunity there by Purdue. I like the spacing there on that possession.
Martinelli guarded by Clough, dribbling him to the left block, coming all the way out of the underneath the bucket, kicking to Reed for a three, and he answers. About 9 points already for Jaden Reed. Feels like every time Purdue makes a three, Northwestern answers at the other end with their own triple.
Well, that's exactly what you're taught to do as an offensive player. When someone dribbles the baseline, you're supposed to float to that corner to make yourself available. Reed did that.
Lawyer leans in, shoots, scores. 8 feet in front of the bucket, leaned right into Clayton, and somehow forced that ball up into the basket. Not often we get to see the post moves of Fletcher Lawyer. Purdue's down 27-21.
Fletcher's eyes lit up when he was able to kind of shake and bake down there with some footwork and then shoot over the top of a smaller defender.
Martinelli with Clough on him, picked it up with a free throw line. Still has it, tried to throw it inside. Kropp had it, lost it. Now back out to Martinelli, 18-footer right wing, good. No, it's a three. They say it's a three off of the right wing for Martinelli.
Oscar Clough just a little bit too late on that closeout. That's the type of play. A couple years ago with Martinelli, you'd be okay with that. He doesn't shoot near the percentage back then, but now at that 40% clip, he can make you pay.
30-21. Lawyer a straightaway three. Long, rebounded by Sheravino. I think that Kropp for Northwestern. 9-point Northwestern lead. 1:35 remaining. First half, Northwestern the ball. Martinelli on the center court in logo. In for Northwestern. Now works his way to the right wing. Step back three. That one's long. Rebounded Fletcher Lawyer. Once again, Martinelli had Clough guarding him. Attempted a three-point shot. This one, however, does not go. Inside to Clough. His left-handed layup good. He had Kropp buried at the rim. And a layup counts for Clough. His first scoring of the game, his left-handed layup, makes it Northwestern 30, Purdue 23. And now Chris Collins, the 13th year head coach of Northwestern, wants to burn a timeout. Looking to buy, sell, or build a home, but don't know where to start? Call trusted agents at True Blood Real Estate, the official real estate partner of Purdue Athletics. Northwestern 30, Purdue 23 with 1:15 remaining in the first half.
Well, Purdue offensively starting to pick it up a little bit. Still struggling to shoot from three for the most part, just 3 of 11. But it feels like the quality of possession is improving as Purdue's been able to cut into this deficit some, now just 7. But got to get stops. Northwestern, 12 of 22 from the field, shooting above 50%.
And they're 50% from three.
How about Purdue not able to get to the foul line whatsoever yet this game? Not even taken a single attempt. Northwestern hasn't taken a bunch either. They've taken just 2, but they made them both. And then when Northwestern has 5 less turnovers, Purdue's just got to find a way. If you're not going to force turnovers on one end, well, you sure as heck better not turn it over on your own right on the other end, because what's hurting Purdue right now is they're allowing high field goal percentage from the other team, but they're also not forcing a lot of turnovers either. So it's putting that defense in a tough spot.
And Purdue only got to the free throw line 10 times. on Sunday at Ohio State, went 7 of 10. Martinelli to the right block, spins, shoots his floater, got it. His patented left-handed floater, stepping into the middle of the paint. Nick Martinelli, 7 points, the Big Ten's leading scorer at 22 a game. 32-23, Northwestern the lead, under a minute remaining. And Purdue the ball, left to right. Braden Smith is on the high right arc, dribbling with his left hand. Shot clock's down to 10. He wants to drive on Clayton. Got to the rim, and he threw it in the left corner. It went through the hands of Lawyer and out of bounds. Purdue's 7th turnover.
Braden almost with the miraculous one-handed pass there along that baseline on the dribble drive, but unfortunately a heck of a recovery there by that Northwestern defender. I can't remember who it was, but was able just to deflect that pass slightly so it wasn't a clean catch opportunity for Lawyer, and then it tips out of bounds off his hands.
Jaden Reed here with 17 on the shot clock, 22 on the game clock for Northwestern. They can just about bleed this thing out, leading 32-23. Martinelli, high left wing, guarded by Benter. Drives to the left elbow, now drives to the right elbow, keeps coming downhill, shoots a wild shot, and he was fouled on the drive. The foul will go against Jack Benter. And with 6.4 to go in a half, Martinelli will be at the line for 2 foul shots.
Well, right there, it even looked like Purdue actually had a good defensive possession. It seemed like a decent contest from our vantage point. But Nick Martinelli, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt more often than not as a superstar level player on a 50-50 call, and he gets it to go in his favor as he sinks the first free throw. And now Purdue had cut into that deficit, it's looking like it's about to balloon back to 11.
And it is, because Martinelli made the second foul shot. Martinelli will leave the game for Mullins. They don't want Martinelli to pick up a silly second foul here in the final 6.4. Purdue only 23 first half points, trailing 34-23. C.J. Cox going to race the ball up the middle of the floor with 4, now 3. Cox, follow-away jumper, left elbow, good, and at least Purdue ends the first half on a positive note offensively. C.J. dribbled to the left elbow, had to fall away from the defender, and knocked it in as the horn was sounding. But the first half goes the way of the home team. Northwestern 34, Purdue 25, halftime at Welsh Ryan Arena. When we come back, it's tonight's halftime report brought to you by Country Financial. Worry less and feel more confident with auto and home insurance designed to meet your needs. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
Winter got you cooped up inside looking for some fun? Then grab the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. With instant fun and prizes up to $570,000. It's the perfect way to brighten these winter days. So put down the puzzles, try on a fresh pair of sweatpants, and come out to play Indiana with the new 7 scratch-offs from the Hoosier Lottery. Champions of play. Must be 18 or older to play. Please play responsibly.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Keystone Cooperative is centered on delivering the farmer-owned cooperative of the future, starting today. Centered on the valued relationships that have built and grown the cooperative for 100 years. Keystone specializes in refined fuels, seriously local propane, agronomy, grain, animal nutrition, and swine production. We strive to lead, serve, grow, and embrace our cooperative advantage. Keystone Cooperative, centered on you and proud to fuel the Boilermakers.
on the Purdue Global Sports Network. From Learfield, Boilermaker Basketball is brought to you by Indiana Kitchen Premium Pork Products. Get to know us at indianakitchen.com. Purdue Boilermaker Basketball is on the air. This is the Boilermaker Halftime Show.
The Northwestern Wildcats are winners of 3 straight, and they look the part against Purdue, who's lost 3 of their last 4 coming into tonight. It is halftime at Welsh Ryan Arena. Welsh Ryan Arena. Northwestern leads Purdue 34-25. Rob Blackman here with Bobby Riddell. This is our halftime report brought to you by Country Financial. Northwestern in the first half, 13 of 23 shooting. That's 56.5%. They were 4 of 8 from 3, while Purdue went 11 of 25, 3 of 11 from 3. The Boilermakers out-rebounded the Cats 14-8. That was not a problem. An extra 6 possessions there. But Purdue gave the possessions right back because the Boilermakers had 8 first-half turnovers. Keep in mind, in Big Ten play this year, Purdue averages 8 turnovers a game in Big Ten play. Purdue's already at 8, Bob, through the first 20 minutes.
That is a problem, Rob. That is definitely a major issue. This is an offensive team that is going to be fueled certainly by that end of the floor. And when you're not going to shoot the 3 very well, when you're not going to get to the foul line at all, then when you're going to turn the ball over 8 times in a half, you're just going to put yourself up against it, because this team, the way it's constructed right now and the way they're playing on the defensive end of the floor, you're not going to be able to make up for that sort of deficiencies on offense. And that's why we find ourselves down 9 points right now. Certainly plenty of time to come back in this game, but Purdue offensively is going to have to ramp it up substantially in order to come back in this game. And then defensively as well, just going to have to try to find a way to play better on that end of the floor. You're allowing this Northwestern team to shoot 56.5% from the field. They're shooting 50% from 3 on 4 of 8 from that three-point line. So it's just not good enough flat out really on either end of the floor.
Purdue's leading scorer, Braden Smith, scoreless in the first half. He only attempted 2 shots. Attempted a 3-point shot and a 2-point shot on the same possession. Missed them both, and that's the only 2 attempts from Braden Smith in the first 20 minutes. Braden did play all 20 minutes of the first half. Northwestern 34, Purdue 25. We are at the half, and this is our Country Financial Halftime Report. When we come back, the first half stats presented by Ruoff Home Mortgage. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation. Lafayette Limo.
If your company is seeking to relocate or expand quickly, Hancock County, Indiana has a wide variety of business sites, including 4 shovel-ready certified silver business parks, plus higher than normal broadband capacity with an extensive fiber network with more than 2,000 miles of lines. Connecting opportunity with success. Contact the Hancock County Economic Development Council at www.hancockedc.com or at 317-477-7241.
Your car survived snowstorms and salty streets. Now it deserves a little March maintenance. Get your first wash free at Tsunami Express Car Wash, featuring our signature Tsunami Salt Blaster. After your wash, use free vacuums, detailing tools, and complimentary tire air to tackle everything winter left behind. Sign up online and your first wash is free. Claim your free wash at TsunamiExpress.com. That's a $25 value, free. Wash, chill, repeat. Tsunami Express, proud partner of Purdue Athletics. Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield under the broadcasting rights granted by Purdue University. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the university and Learfield. Announcers are provided by Learfield and approved by the university.
Welcome back to tonight's halftime report, brought to you by Country Financial. Time to take a look at the first half numbers, brought to you by Ruoff Mortgage. Ruoff Mortgage is your local lender ready to help make your dream home a reality. To start your journey home, visit ruoff.com. That's RUOFF.com. Northwestern in the first half, 13 of 23 shooting. That's 56.5%. They were 4 of 8 from the three-point line, and they made all 4 of their free throws. All 4 of them were shot by Nick Martinelli. Martinelli is the game's leading scorer with 9 points. He's joined by Jaden Reed, who also has 9. Just 8 rebounds in the first half for Northwestern, 2 offensively. But they only turned it over twice, did the Cats. They had 2 steals and 2 blocks. The Boilermakers, 11 of 25 shooting. That's 44%, just 3 of 11 from 3, 27.3%. And as Bob mentioned, Purdue did not get to the foul line in the first 20 minutes. The Boilermakers did have 14 rebounds, 6 offensively, 9 assists on the 11 made buckets, 4 assists for Braden Smith. Purdue's leading scorer, Fletcher Lawyer, with 7. C.J. Cox has 6. But 8 turnovers for Purdue led to 11 Northwestern points. So how about that? There's your game right there. 8 turnovers leading to 11 Northwestern points. And right now, Northwestern leads 34-25 over Purdue, a difference of 9. Points in the paint, Purdue 12, Northwestern 10. Northwestern got 9 points from its bench. Purdue got 6. It's Purdue and Northwestern here in Evanston. And in the first 20 minutes, the Wildcats, who've only won 5 Big Ten games all year, were certainly the better team. Let's see if Purdue can turn it around here in the second half. Our out-of-town scoreboard from Bobby Riddell when we come back is brought to you. Our halftime report is by Country Financial. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY Industry reported total sales.
Boilermaker fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. Here at Purdue, we believe in rising to the challenge, on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities. So why not rise to one more? Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Let saying yes to organ donation be your next giant leap.
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent is there to help guide you through each step of the insurance process.
Yeah, my agent's awesome. Jeff gives great advice, helps me figure things out. He's kind of like a dad to me.
Oh, that's great. Your agent
He's just got such a dad vibe, you know?
Sure. And your agent
I kind of want to get him a tie. I wish there was like an insurance agent's day or something, you know, because he's not really my dad.
Get to know an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and you'll never have to go it alone. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together.
Welcome back here to the halftime show. Purdue trailing 34-25 at the half. Time now for our out-of-town scores. Let's look at some of the Big Ten basketball being played here this evening. Some games that have already gone final the Ohio State Buckeyes traveling on the road at Penn State, and my goodness, the Ohio State Buckeyes in dominating fashion take down the Nittany Lions 94-62 on the road in Happy Valley. No let up from the Buckeyes in what potentially was going to be a trap game against the Nittany Lions. After their big win over Purdue, the Buckeyes follow that up with a resounding victory. The Indiana Hoosiers, losers of 4 in a row, had a big game at home tonight against Minnesota, a game they could ill afford to lose if they want to make the NCAA tournament. And the Hoosiers also with a big-time win in dominating fashion, defeating the Golden Gophers at home 77-47. One game currently underway besides this Purdue-Northwestern matchup, and that is Wisconsin hosting Maryland with 9:18 to go in the second half. Currently airing on FS1. The Wisconsin Badgers lead that game decisively as well, 56-34 over the Maryland Terrapins. One other game to be played in the Big Ten later on this evening. The USC Trojans, 18-11 on the year, visit the Washington Huskies, who are 14-15 on the year. That game will tip at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time on the Big Ten Network. Tomorrow in the Big Ten, you have third-ranked Michigan visiting Iowa. That game will tip at 8 p.m. Eastern Time on Peacock. And then Rutgers will visit 8th-ranked Michigan State. That game will also tip at 8 p.m. and will air on FS1. We will have second-half action when we return. This is Boilermaker Basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Boilermaker fans, keep your eyes on the court and on your vision. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical are proud to be the official eye care provider of Purdue Athletics. Get advanced eye exams and vision testing at 15 Indiana locations, plus a wide selection of contacts, glasses, and sunglasses. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical will help you see every game clearly. Visit eteyecare.com to schedule your appointment today. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical, where Boilermakers go for better vision.
Boilermaker fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. Here at Purdue, we believe in rising to the challenge, on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities. So why not rise to one more? Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Let saying yes to organ donation be your next giant leap.
Boiler up, farmers! As Purdue dominates the court this year, BW Fusion is helping Indiana farmers dominate their fields. We're farmer first, delivering crop nutrition products and data designed for one thing: doing more with less. Less in, more out. That's not just a tagline. It's how we farm now. So whether you're at Mackey or in the Combine, team up with BW Fusion and start growing smarter. Visit bwfusion.com to learn more.
At Purdue Polytechnic in Indianapolis, the city is your classroom. Here, you'll study where innovation happens in the heart of Indiana's capital. Explore degrees in construction management, themed entertainment design, interior architecture, cybersecurity, and computer and information technology. Work alongside industry leaders, build your portfolio, and gain the real-world experience that sets you apart. This is where persistent pursuit meets opportunity, right in the center of it all. Purdue Polytechnic in Indianapolis. Industry ready, day one.
Purdue seniors have never won at Welsh Shrine Arena, but they're going to change that. They're going to have to come from behind here tonight. Northwestern 34, Purdue 25. As we begin the second half, Purdue will have the ball to start half number 2. Rob Blackman, Bobby Riddell, on-site audio engineer Wes Scott. Brett Otto is our in-studio audio engineer. Braden Smith, Bob, only 2 field goal attempts in the first half. That's because Northwestern is damn certain they're not going to let Braden beat them. They've double-teamed him every time he has brought that ball over the midcourt stripe.
Absolutely. In ball screen action, their game plan is to corral Braden Smith with 2 guys, trap him essentially when he comes off that ball screen. They're not going to play drop coverage, let Braden get to his little bread and butter mid-range jumper or come off and shoot threes. They're not going to do maybe a traditional high hedge that allows that pocket to Trey Kaufman-Wren that Purdue and Braden Smith and TKR are so good at. They're saying, no, we're just going to trap you. We're going to get the ball out of your hands. We're going to let you play 4-on-3, but we feel like if we take the ball out of your best player's hands, we still like our chances.
Purdue right to left against Northwestern's man-to-man defense as the second half is underway. Purdue in gold and Northwestern in black. Fletcher Lawyer guarded by Mullins, bringing his way to the top of the key, feeding Kaufman-Wren, who kicks it in the right wing now to Braden Smith. Shot clock is down to 10. Braden throws it inside to Kaufman-Wren, and he was hammered, and Purdue's finally going to get to the foul line. Braden Smith with a beautiful pass from the top of the key. Foul on Martinelli, his second. Trey Kaufman-Wren went strong to the bucket, and Trey will have 2 free throws here.
That right there, Rob, shows the benefit of being able to post feed against a team like Northwestern from the top of the key. It does not allow the double team to come over the same way as it is when you throw the ball in from the wing, and that help side guy is ready to go. When you throw that in from the top of the key, it's much more difficult to double. Nice to see Trey Kaufman-Wren switch that first free throw.
Kaufman-Wren is a 62% foul shooter. Second one is long, so he made the first, missed the second. Northwestern has the rebound. It's 34-26 Northwestern, and now the Wildcats with their first possession here of the second half. Trey Singleton from Jeffersonville, Indiana, with the ball to the right elbow to feed Reed. Reed will rise. He was fouled. He was rising to shoot from the right elbow, and someone reached in. It was Fletcher Lawyer, it looks like. Fouling. Foul on Lawyer will send Reed to the line. Jaden Reed is an 83% foul shooter.
Well, I know Reed's made some nice pull-ups early in this game. Also made a 3 in the corner. But you just cannot foul a jump shooter like that when he's taking a relatively contested mid-range shot. You got to do the best of your ability to not put your hand in the cookie jar like Fletcher did there as Reed switches the first free throw. Just got to make those guys earn it. We've been fouling jump shooters way too much here as of late, and you're just handing teams points.
Especially a guy like Reed, who's an outstanding free throw shooter, originally from Westbury, New York. He made both of his foul shots to push the lead to 10, 36-26. Purdue now right to left here in half number 2. Fletcher Lawyer, high left arc, gives the ball to Braden Smith, who uses a screen top of the key from Trey Kaufman-Wren. Throws it in the deep right corner. Cox will shoot a 3 from that corner, moving to his left, and made it. That was a difficult shot. Cox was he was falling towards his left shoulder, and yet still made that 3-point bucket.
Purdue twisted the ball screen here at the top to try to throw off that high hedge trap a little bit. Braden Smith comes off to his left instead of his right, as initially it looked like he was going to on that twist, and then C.J. Cox, what a heck of a shot, playing off the shot fake, one dribble to his left.
36-29, 7-point lead Northwestern. Martinelli in the paint, good. He bullied his way to the rim. Braden Smith couldn't slow him down with a mismatch there. Martinelli has 11 points.
Well said with the bully call there, Rob. He really just used that size and physicality to get downhill against Braden Smith. Nothing Braden could really do.
38-29. Here's Trey Kaufman-Wren. He too trying to bully his way to the rim, and he does, and banks it in from the right side. So Trey says, I can attack a bully myself, and it's 38-31 Northwestern.
Sometimes you got to bully the bully, right? Love seeing that out of TKR to respond.
Pretty good offensive start for Purdue in the first 2 minutes of the second half. Now can Purdue get some stops strung together defensively? Mullins guarded by Lawyer. Bounce pass right side. Page. He bounces it inside to Martinelli. Shot a wild shot, and he missed it. Rebounded Braden Smith. Purdue wants to push some tempo. Purdue is on the run. A 3 in the right corner. C.J. Cox is a triple time, and Purdue trails 38-34.
Now we're talking, Rob. Purdue with a huge transition 3. Lawyer to Cox. Deep right corner. And what I thought might have been a foul on Martinelli near the basket goes uncalled, and now Purdue's rolling a little bit.
Yeah, there was a lot of contact in there, but no whistle. Martinelli coming downhill on the right block, leaning in, now giving it right side to Reed, who's outside of the arc, guarded by Clough with the shot clock at 7. He lost it for a moment, got it back. Reed to Martinelli, a deep 3, right wing, good. Oh, a desperation 3, and Martinelli makes it from the right wing.
Unbelievable, a broken play of sorts because Reed bobbles the basketball, and it just threw Purdue's positioning out of whack.
Purdue tried to throw it inside, and it was stolen. Singleton stole the pass from Lawyer. 7-point Northwestern lead, and the Cats have the ball. Reed, right elbow to the cutting Singleton, stopping on the right block, giving back to Reed. 16:35 to go first half, and the second half. Reed attacking downhill on the right baseline, now stopping, leaving it out high right side to Singleton. Shot clock at 6. He lobs it inside to Martinelli, who has an uncontested layup. The lead is right back to 9.
They just go high-low right there, and just poor awareness by Purdue, not realizing that Martinelli had a high-low situation on an island with Cox.
Purdue had cut it to 4, now 5 in a row for Northwestern. Lawyer, a 3 straight away, a triple. Fletcher Lawyer, his second made 3. Purdue trails 43-37.
Purdue badly needed that shot from Lawyer, with Northwestern taking the momentum back on those Martinelli baskets. Thankfully, Fletch up to the challenge.
Martinelli is dribbling between the circles, spinning his way to the elbow, shooting a left-handed hook shot from the left baseline and missing. Trey Kaufman-Wren rebounds for Purdue. 15:35 to go in the game. Inside it goes to Clough. He'll attack Page, and he was fouled by Singleton as he was trying to pivot out of trouble. Timeout on the floor. Purdue trails by 6, 43-37. 15:32 remains in the game. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether you're cheering for the Boilermakers or caring for your land, we know you're all in all season long. And Case IH compact and utility tractors are all in too. Mowing, digging, hauling, our equipment designed to meet the needs of America's farm fields makes caring for your home field easier. Your Case IH dealer can show you how our equipment can make this season a winning one. Case IH, built by farmers.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Care for a Truck Month trivia contest, Sam?
Ooh, you know I can't resist, Hank.
Okay, fact. Truck Month happens only once a year.
Fact. It's the best time to buy a new Ford truck.
Fact. Ford F-Series is the best-selling lineup of trucks in America for 49 years.
Fact. America loves Ford Truck Month.
Fact. I agree with that fact.
Based on 1977 to 2025 CY industry reported total sales.
Boilermaker fans, you have the power to save lives. Did you know that just one organ donor can save 8 lives? And the need for life-saving organ donations is real. There are more than 100,000 people waiting right now. Here at Purdue, we believe in rising to the challenge, on the field, in the classroom, and in our communities. So why not rise to one more? Visit DonateLifeIndiana.org to sign up as an organ donor today. Let saying yes to organ donation be your next giant leap.
Whether you're flying to cheer for the Boilermakers at a game or flying for business, there's a smarter way to travel. United Airlines now deports daily from Purdue University Airport to Chicago O'Hare, connecting you to over 200 destinations worldwide. Skip the drive and stress of departing from a large airport and fly LAF from the new Amelia Earhart Terminal in West Lafayette with easy parking and quick check-in. Fly local, fly LAF. Learn more at purdue.edu/airport.
This is Isaiah Thompson, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
With Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, you've got a dedicated agent, not a complicated process. Find an agent today at infb.com. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together. Northwestern 43, Purdue 37 at the 15:32 mark of the second half. Purdue trailed by 9 at the half. They've cut it to 6. Still a long way to go here, but again, Purdue needs to find a way to come up with stops on the defensive end.
Northwestern in this half, offensively, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 1 from 3. It got to the line and made both. So, unfortunately, they've improved their field goal percentage since the half, which was already very good. The good news, at least from a Purdue perspective, and the way that we've cut this lead by at least 3 points, is we've made every shot we've taken.
That'll help. Purdue the ball baseline left as we'll resume action here. Purdue attacking the basket to our left, throwing it to the high left elbow where it's caught by Trey Kaufman-Wren. He wants to drive on Crop, got to the basket, scores. Right-handed drive, right-handed layup. 9 points in the game for Trey Kaufman-Renn, and Purdue's within 4, 43-39.
Could you tell, Rob, there? It looked like, was that Braden Smith after the inbounds that went and set a little on big ball screen? I think that's what happened that created the driving lane.
Reed attacking downhill from the right elbow, kick in the right corner. Sheravino faked a three, gives it back to Reed, who will shoot a three. That one is no good, and Braden Smith somehow jumped high in the sky to out-jump Singleton and come away with that rebound. Here come the Boilermakers on the run. Braden Smith holding the ball left elbow, needs the ball rescued, gets it into the hands of Lawyer. Now right back to Braden Smith, left wing with Singleton on him. Braden throws it inside to Kaufman-Renn. He is double teamed on the left block and tried to skip pass, and it was stolen. Tried to skip it across the defense. Stolen. Sheravino the other end. He turned it over. Sheravino lost it as he was driving to the bucket, giving the ball back to Purdue. And I just saw Trey Kaufman-Renn. He looked at Coach Painter and he said, "My bad." He was so upset with himself that he threw a poor pass there. Purdue's 10th turnover.
Yes, he was signaling that he's got to throw it with more arc on that pass. He just undershot it, and a line drive pass there is not going to make its way through those bodies. Had to get more arc on it, but thankfully the live ball turner does not come back to haunt.
Because Northwestern turned it over trying to make a layup at the other end. Lawyer, right wing, left wing, Braden Smith lobs it to Clough, left block. Here comes the double team. C.J. Cox with the ball at 6 inside to Clough. He'll attack the bucket. Banked it in traffic. Boy, that didn't go in easily. Clough had to throw it up there kind of blindly, but it went in. And now Purdue trails 43-41 with 14 minutes remaining. And the Purdue fans who are in the building finally have some life. Drop at the right, high arc, I should say, top of the key. We'll give to Reed, who dribbles himself to the top of the key. And we'll have a charging foul. Reed went strong to the right elbow. Fletcher Lawyer moved his feet. Fletcher takes the charge, and Northwestern turns it over.
Well, Fletch is good for taking a charge every now and then. That's probably his biggest strength from a defensive standpoint, is he does have a knack for doing so. That time anticipates the Reed drive to Reed's right, takes the hit in the chest, and we got a 2-point ball game here, Rob, with the rock.
Here goes Braden Smith, kicking in a corner, a Cox three, in and out, no good. Trey Kaufman-Renn an offensive rebound, kick in the left corner. Braden Smith a three on the way, it is short, rebounded Cox, he lays it into the basket, and we're tied at 43.
Yeah, baby, Boilers all the way back, have knotted this game, and it's timeout city for the Cats.
Purdue 43, Northwestern 43, 13-16 remains in the game, and now the Boilermakers are showing some life. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Boilermaker fans, did you know that Flex Technology Group helps leading-edge companies get out of the office printer and copying business? We're a legendary company with legendary people and a legendary platform that will help your business improve document workflow and increase business efficiencies. To learn more, visit our website, flextg.com. That's FLEXTG.com.
Lafayette Limo, family-owned, women-owned, serving Greater Lafayette for over 33 years. Shuttles to and from Indianapolis and O'Hare airports 365 days a year. Make your reservations now at LafayetteLimo.com. Charters of all sizes anywhere in the continental USA. Lafayette Limo, proud sponsor of Purdue Athletics.
Just sit back and let us drive. There's no need to compromise. Your ride to relaxation, Lafayette Limo.
You've worked hard, and you've got what it takes. Purdue Global was built specifically for working adults, so earning a degree you can be proud of is achievable. If you want to start right away, you can. New terms start every month. If you want to go fast, you can. Some of our degrees offer an accelerated Excel track. If you want to go slow, you can. Our advisors can guide you. Whatever you're balancing, Purdue Global is invested in your success. Now is your chance to prove you've got what it takes. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu.
Boilermaker fans, keep your eyes on the court and on your vision. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical are proud to be the official eye care provider of Purdue Athletics. Get advanced eye exams and vision testing at 15 Indiana locations, plus a wide selection of contacts, glasses, and sunglasses. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical will help you see every game clearly. Visit eteyecare.com to schedule your appointment today. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical, where Boilermakers go for better vision.
Take your life and career to the next level with Purdue Global, Purdue's online university built for working adults. Start your comeback today at purdueglobal.edu. Purdue has a little bit of a comeback working here. Purdue trailed by 9 at halftime, but the Boilermakers have outscored Northwestern 18-9 to start the second half. And that means we have a tie ball game at 43 apiece with 13-16 remaining. Northwestern the ball out of bounds.
The activity Purdue's been playing with on both ends of the floor here lately. Have all the momentum. Let's see if Purdue can keep it up.
See if Northwestern runs a play for Martinelli out of the timeout. Nope, they'll swing it left side Singleton. He has the ball in the left corner. Rolls it down inside to Page. Skip it right side Clayton. Now into the right corner for an open three. Good. An open three in the right corner from Reed. Good ball movement there. 14 in the game for Reed. 3-point Northwestern lead at 46-43.
Purdue exposed itself there with a little bit of an overhelp, I felt like, in that situation by Braden Smith, and then the run was way too long to get back to that corner.
Jakari Harris with the ball. He subbed in at the last dead ball. Out of Braden Smith, top of the key, Jack Bender. Right side, Jakari Harris. Jakari fakes a three, dribbles into the right block, leans in, shoots a floater. It was partially blocked, and it'll be a goalie shot clock violation. By the time Jakari was going to get his hands back on it, the shot clock had expired. Matt Painter not happy with Jakari. He thought he should have shot the open three on the right wing instead of driving the ball to the basket there.
Sometimes when you pass up a good shot to get a great shot, said great shot does not come back around.
That's right. You never find it. Northwestern up three with a ball. Left to right. Reed will drive. Kicking in the left corner. A Singleton open three. It's in and out. No good. Clough, a rebound for Purdue. Boilermakers got a little lucky there. Although Singleton is a 17% three-point shooter. And now Purdue turns it over. Reed on a run out. Going the other way. Layup. He missed the layup. Singleton then had it stolen by Fletcher Lawyer. Northwestern had numbers and they come away empty. Clough down low got fouled as he went to the bucket in transition. Boy, Purdue caught a major break there. Northwestern had a 2-on-1 fast break and came up empty, and we have a timeout on the floor with 11:52 to go in the game. Northwestern 46, Purdue 43. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Franciscan Health is proud to be the official medical provider for Purdue Athletics. Does a sudden sports injury have you on the bench? We can assist. Franciscan Health sports medicine specialists have mastered a team approach to sports injuries. You'll have access to a network of orthopedic professionals, rehabilitation services, and highly advanced technologies and treatments to get you back out on the field. To learn more, visit franciscanhealth.org/sportsmedicine.
Keystone Cooperative understands that your family matters most, which is why safety is our top priority. Our commitment to serving the local community is all about being an active part of the places we call home. By choosing Keystone Seriously Local Propane, you are supporting local communities and helping us make an impact where it matters most, right here at home. Keystone Cooperative, Seriously Local Propane, and proud to back the Boilermakers.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
Your Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent is there to help guide you through each step of the insurance process.
Yeah, my agent's awesome. Jeff gives great advice, helps me figure things out. He's kind of like a dad to me.
Oh, that's great. Your agent
He's just got such a dad vibe, you know?
Sure. And your agent
I kind of want to get him a tie. I wish there was like an insurance agent's day or something, you know, because he's not really my dad.
Get to know an Indiana Farm Bureau insurance agent, and you'll never have to go it alone. Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance. Let's insurance together.
This is Aaron Fine, and you're listening to Purdue Basketball.
Northwestern 46, Purdue 43. Purdue fans, your new favorite podcast has arrived. Check out For Pete's Sake, presented by Tom Wood Group, the official podcast of Purdue Athletics. Myself and Joey Molinaro are your hosts. A new episode is out this week on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and the Purdue Sports app. Visit PurdueSports.com/podcast to learn more. That new episode actually dropped today. Assistant men's basketball coach Brandon Brantley is one of our guests, and so is women's basketball standout and all-time career leader in three-point shots made, Madison Layden-Zay. Purdue women, by the way, playing right now as we speak against Oregon in the Big Ten tournament in downtown Indianapolis. At the line, 11:52 remaining, Oscar Clough for the Boilermakers. First foul shot for Oscar is no good. Oscar is a 68% foul shooter. This is only the fourth free throw attempt of the game for Purdue, with Purdue trailing 46-43. One more for the 6'11 transfer, the native of Australia. He made that one. 5 points in the game for Clough. He'll come out of the game, replaced by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Purdue trailing 46-44. Northwestern the ball, and it's Jordan Clayton, the junior out of Massachusetts, bringing the ball up the floor left to right. Clayton to Sheravino between the circles. Left side to Mullins. Mullins, a senior in the starting lineup tonight, replacing the injured Jake West. Now into the hands of Martinelli. Left elbow. He'll give it up to Page, who dribbles out to the left elbow. Now to Clayton. Shot clock at 3. Inside to Martinelli. How did he? Oh, he was wide open and missed a bunny. Oh, Martinelli was 2 feet from the bucket and missed it. Rebounded by Purdue's Jack Benter. Purdue had a complete breakdown on defense, and Martinelli gifted Purdue a missed shot. Braden Smith will drive. Leaves it down low for Trey Kaufman-Wren. He attacks the bucket. Missed the jump shot at the rim, and it's rebounded by Clayton of Northwestern.
Well, Rob, on that play, Martinelli could have shot a layup or a dunk, but shot a floater for no reason.
I wonder if he was worried about the shot clock going out. Maybe, I don't know. And now we have a stoppage of play. Trey Kaufman-Wren is lying on the floor between the circles, holding his left shoulder, and play was stopped for the injury. And now we're going to have a look at the video monitor, say the officials, to see what may have happened here. And this is really bad news for Purdue. Fifth-year senior Trey Kaufman-Wren still is on the floor holding his left shoulder with 10:52 to go in the game. Athletic trainer Chad Young coming out to help Trey up off of the floor.
Hopefully just a stinger or something that's some pain right away, but not anything structural.
Chad Young trying to work with him to see if he can raise his left arm up above shoulder level. And again, the officials have stopped the game. They want to go to the monitor to see what happened here, why it was that Trey just crumpled to the floor between the circles on the defensive end. Our game tonight is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. What do your home and auto have in common? They're yours, and Progressive protects them both. Bundled today at Progressive.com. Daniel Jacobson is the player that will replace Trey Kaufman-Wren in the lineup for the moment. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Boilermaker basketball from Learfield. Rob Blackman, Bobby Riddell, courtside, Evanston, Illinois, Welsh Ryan Arena. Northwestern 46, Purdue 44, 10:52 remains in the game. At the moment, it would be Northwestern ball with 16 on the shot clock in the front court. I say at the moment because we don't know what's going to happen here as the officials continue to take a long look at the replay monitor and make a decision on whether or not there were some extracurriculars that would have led to Trey Kaufman-Renn lying on the floor, holding his left shoulder.
Page also was lying on the floor for Northwestern, too. So hopefully there was nothing Purdue did to cause that as well.
Page was quick to get up off of the floor. Trey Kaufman-Renn, though, was not quick to get up off of the floor. I don't know if Trey knows it.
He's been subbed out.
Yeah, Daniel subbed in for him. He stayed on the floor. Now he's going to walk to the bench as Trey Kaufman-Renn. There are no flagrant fouls either way on the play. The officials have just made that announcement at the scorer's table. So it will be Northwestern ball in front of their bench in the front court to our right. Purdue plays with Jakari Harris, Braden Smith, Jack Benter, Daniel Jacobson, Fletcher Lawyer. So no Clough and no Trey Kaufman-Renn right now for Purdue. Jacobson plays the 5 with this grouping. Clayton with the ball as it's inbounded. Chiravino, perimeter left, inside. They're going to find a cutting Martinelli diving in from the right baseline for a two-handed dunk. 18 in the game for Martinelli, and the lead is back at 4 for Northwestern at 48-44. Jakari Harris, top of the key, catch on a chest pass to Jacobson. He dribble hands off to Braden Smith. Braden dribbling at midcourt and turned it over. Clayton on a run out, lobbing ahead to Chiravino, but he dropped it underneath the bucket. Northwestern keeps the possession. A 3 in the left corner for Martinelli. Short, rebounded Jacobson. Another opportunity in transition for Northwestern. And quite frankly, they just screw it up. That's 3 times tonight. They should have had layups. Purdue catching a break here. Jakari Harris catch and shoot 3. Left wing, in and out, no good. And Mullins rebounds for Northwestern. That was a good look for Jakari Harris. It just would not go into the basket. Mullins, left corner into the hands of Chiravino. Now he goes inside. Page, left-handed hook shot, no. Bothered by Jacobson, rebounded by the Boilermakers, Jakari Harris.
Great job there by Daniel, recovering last second to contest that shot by Page, making it a little bit more difficult using the size.
Braden Smith falling away, left wing good. First bucket of the game, 8 feet away. Left side of the bucket for Braden Smith. He averages 15 a game. That's his first scoring of this game. Purdue trails 48-46.
Hopefully that can get Braden going, give him a little mojo here, because to close out this comeback, Purdue's going to need Smitty to get it going offensively.
He does have 7 assists. Martinelli will drive, left-handed hook shot, good. He just spun his way around Daniel Jacobson. That's a senior taking advantage of a freshman. 20 points in the game for Martinelli. 4-point lead Northwestern, 8:55 remaining. Braden Smith off a screen from Jacobson. Now right back to Braden Smith between the circles after he'd given it up to Benter. He wants to drive on Martinelli, gets to the rim, kick it left wing. Benter catch and shoot 3. It's no good. And a foul on Jacobson going over the back to try to get an offensive rebound. 2 fouls on Jacobson. Boy, Purdue's had some quality looks from 3 on the last couple of trips. 2 of the last 3 trips, but neither has gone into the basket. 8:41 to go. Northwestern up 50-46. Oscar Clough subs in. Jacobson out, and Trey Kaufman-Renn also will sub in. So Trey's going to try to play through. Left shoulder that is obviously bothering him. We can see him trying to work out the kinks right now on the floor.
That was a great look for Jack Benter. Definitely one he would like to have back on that left wing there.
Martinelli is perimeter left, guarded by Clough. Going to try to drive on him. Shot fake. Now shoots to, gets to 15. Shoots a fall-away jumper. No. Trey Kaufman-Renn with his 7th rebound to go with 9 points. Purdue on the run. Cox fakes a 3 on the left elbow. Throws it inside to Clough. He goes strong and scores from the left side of the bucket. Excellent feed to find Clough diving to the rim. 7 points for Clough. Purdue trails 50-48.
How about Oscar keeping that ball high the entire time, not bringing it down where those little guys like myself can steal it from you. Keep it high and score it.
Singleton wants to try to attack Clough on the right block, and now gives it up at the last second to Martinelli. Martinelli has Clough now guarding him. Swing it right side, Mullen. They tried to throw it inside, and Obermeyer got caught behind in the post and fouled. Timeout on the floor. 7:49 remains. Northwestern 50, Purdue 48. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
If you're a true Boilermakers fan, then you know the real season starts before the first game. Same goes for your home field. No matter how you're planning on managing your acreage, Case IH can help you hit the ground running. Mowing, digging, hauling, and more, our machines are built to handle whatever your land demands. Talk to your local Case IH dealer or go to caseih.com/Boilermakers to win big at home, season after successful season.
Boilermaker fans, keep your eyes on the court and on your vision. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical are proud to be the official eye care provider of Purdue Athletics. Get advanced eye exams and vision testing at 15 Indiana locations, plus a wide selection of contacts, glasses, and sunglasses. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical will help you see every game clearly. Visit eteyecare.com to schedule your appointment today. Evans & Taylor Eye Care Group and Neo Vision Optical, where Boilermakers go for better vision.
Progressive presents ways to save money that aren't bundling your home and auto insurance with Progressive.
Thanks again for taking me to the game, man. I can't wait to get in there. By the way, what's in the bag?
Oh, I bring my own hot dog and peanuts. Saves a ton.
Savvy. And what about the beach chairs?
Why buy seats when you can save big and bring your own?
We can't get in without tickets.
Tickets? What do you think the portable TV is for?
Don't save money pretending to go to the game. You could save hundreds by switching to Progressive. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
The Tom Wood Auto Group has been family owned and operated since 1967, proudly serving Indiana drivers for generations. With over a dozen brands and thousands of vehicles in stock, you'll find the right car, truck, or SUV for your next adventure, all backed by a name you can trust. Wherever you visit us, you'll find the same commitment to quality, integrity, and exceptional service. Visit TomWood.com for any of our convenient locations today. It's all good at Tom Wood.
Northwestern 50, Purdue 48, 7:49 remains in the game. Rob Blackman, Bobby Riddell. A big story in this game. Purdue 13 turnovers. Points off turnovers for Northwestern, 13. So Purdue has handed the Cats 13 points. And Purdue trails by 2. These are the best two teams of the nation. Purdue 1, Northwestern 2 in assist to turnover ratio. But in this game, Purdue has not been good at taking care of the ball. Purdue 16 assists, 13 turnovers. Northwestern 12 assists, 5 turnovers.
Yeah, the assist to turnover ratio certainly not getting a boost here tonight from Purdue. But if we can play some clean offensive basketball here this final 7:49, you like Purdue's chances to pull this one out.
Northwestern inbounding baseline right, giving it to Singleton right corner, now to Sheravino. Now they'll swing it around the horn to the left wing, Martinelli. Martinelli with Cox on him. Left corner to Reed. We're down to 10 on the shot clock. Reed with Clough on him. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Now 7. Reed wants to drive to the free throw line. Stops, shoots a high arcing shot. It's missed, and it's rebounded by Braden Smith. Ahead to C.J. Cox. Will Cox attack Martinelli? He will, and will have a foul as he drove. And now Purdue wants a goaltending. Purdue wants a goaltending. They're not going to get the call. They're going to get the foul. Foul on Martinelli is his 3rd. And it will send C.J. Cox to the foul line with a chance to tie this game. Cox has 14 in the game, coming off a 13-point game at Ohio State Sunday. C.J. is an 82% foul shooter, and he has 2 foul shots here. Foul line left.
You love Braden there, kicking that ahead in transition, letting C.J. attack with numbers.
Free throw good, C.J. Cox. You heard me say as the ball was coming down the right sideline, will C.J. attack Martinelli? Not always a wise decision, but Cox went aggressively to the bucket and drew the foul.
Now Martinelli has the size advantage, but CJ did have an angle. When you got an angle and you got some game to you, CJ was able to show it off with a Euro step around the basket, get the foul, and make that second free throw, and we are tied, Rob Blackman.
With 7:25 remaining at 50-50. Northwestern the ball. We were tied earlier in the game at 43. That was about 6 minutes ago to be exact. Mullins inside to Singleton, left block, attacking Clough, shooting a shot and foul. He tried to go up under the arms of Clough and drew the contact. First foul on Oscar Clough, but it does send the Cats to the foul line. Trey Singleton, the foul shooter, former Indiana All-Star. Good foul shooter, 74% on the year. Led Jeffersonville to the state championship in 4A last year, did Singleton. Right-handed shooter who wears number 8 and makes the first free throw. 3 points in the game for Singleton. He averages 7 a game.
You said it, Rob. That was a kind of a sneaky move there by Singleton as he drop step baseline, able to get those arms and dip that shoulder underneath Oscar's outstretched arm and then come up through it and get that contact.
Singleton missed the second foul shot. Missed it. Rebounded Trey Kaufman-Wren, who has 9 points, 8 rebounds. Purdue trails by 1, 51-50 with exactly 7 minutes to play. Kaufman-Wren, the ball above his head, top of the key. Chest pass right side. Meyer gives it right back to Trey Kaufman-Wren. Gives it right back to Meyer. Meyer, pocket pass to the right elbow, a catch for Trey Kaufman-Wren with a shot clock at 7. He wants to attack Singleton. Stops on the right block. Kick it out to Cox. Now to a 3 from Braden Smith. It is long from the left wing. Mullins rebounds for Northwestern. Clean look for Braden Smith, but he shot it strong. Northwestern the ball in a 1-point lead at 51-50.
That's great ball movement, getting it out of that double team, and unfortunately Braden Smith from long range today just unable to find the range.
He has not made a 3 in this game, and Braden is a 40% three-point shooter on the year. Martinelli falling away and missing from 15 feet. Another rebound, Trey Kaufman-Wren ahead to Oscar Clough. His layup is good. Transition, beautiful pass. It went from Kaufman-Wren to Braden Smith to Oscar Clough, and Purdue leads 52-51.
How about the big OC galloping down the center of the floor, and Braden Smith, the soft touch over the top of the Northwestern defense, and Clough an easy catch and lay in with the right hand.
Purdue's first lead since it was 4-2. Reed will drive, got to the rim and scored with a right-handed layup.
Lack of dribble containment there. You let the turn down happen with Reed. A great crossover, but Cox has got to make him use that ball screen. If you get the turn down, now you're getting right into the teeth of the defense quickly.
53-52. Northwestern regains the lead with 5.5 to go and a foul down low. Purdue was trying to throw it inside to Kaufman-Wren. He was being held. Team foul number 6 on Northwestern. That foul, by the way, on Singleton is his 4th. Lawyer will re-enter for Purdue, replacing Omer Meyer. 5:28 to go. Northwestern 53, Purdue 52. Purdue the ball baseline left. 20 on the shot clock. Purdue lobs it into Clough on the inbound. Attacks, stops, spins, pivots, gives it to Trey Kaufman-Wren. His floater is good from 10 feet in front of the basket. An excellent giveaway by Clough at the last second to find his teammate. And Purdue's up 54-53 with 5:13 to play.
Those two, Oscar and Trey, both have a great feel with the two-man game and interior passing, and a huge floater there from TK.
Mullins, top of the key, a bounce pass to Martinelli, guarded by Trey Kaufman-Wren. Shot clock down to 8. Now a switch. Clough on Martinelli. The dribbles to the right elbow, keeps coming, spins, left-handed layup is good. Martinelli, left-handed layup. Boy, he can wheel and deal in that painted area. 55-54 Northwestern.
Coach Payne thought maybe he dragged that pivot foot a tad, but great footwork, and that's part of what makes him special.
Braden Smith on the short roll gives to Kaufman-Wren, to Cox in the right corner. 3, good! A triple! C.J. Cox, his 3rd 3 of the game. Purdue takes the lead.
How about that? C.J. getting real comfortable in that right corner. He's hit 3 threes near that same exact location this half.
Purdue leads 57-55. We're down to 4:13 remaining. Martinelli guarded by Clough. High left arc. 10 on the shot clock. Reed back to a cutting Martinelli, and a foul on Clough, who tried to jump the pass. Purdue, that's only the 15th foul. Northwestern will have the ball out baseline right. Look at Martinelli. He is exhausted. Look at Oscar Clough. He is exhausted. Those two guys bending over, holding their shorts.
They looked up and said, it's 4:03? Are you kidding me? We needed 3:57 so we could get the media timeout.
We need a timeout. Purdue 57, Northwestern 55, 4:03 to go. Purdue trailed by 9 at the half. Right now the Boilermakers lead by 2. Martinelli, free throw line extended, guarded by Braden Smith, spinning to the rim. Shot is up, and he was fouled on the left-handed hook shot from the left side. Timeout on the floor, 3:58 remaining. A barn burner in Evanston. Purdue 57, Northwestern 55. This is Boilermaker basketball on the Purdue Global Sports Network from Learfield.
Hi, it's Matt Painter, men's basketball coach at Purdue University. I'm proud to be a graduate of the College of Liberal Arts, which continues to innovate with programs like Cornerstone, Degree in 3, and Degree Plus. What I learned in my classes serves me every day. The College of Liberal Arts prepares all Purdue students to think broadly and lead boldly, values that mean a lot to me. I'm grateful for the education I received in the College of Liberal Arts. I encourage you to check out the College of Liberal Arts at Purdue to see where your degree can take you.
Whether you're flying to cheer for the Boilermakers at a game or flying for business, there's a smarter way to travel. United Airlines now deports daily from Purdue University Airport to Chicago O'Hare, connecting you to over 200 destinations worldwide. Skip the drive and stress of departing from a large airport and fly LAF from the new Amelia Earhart Terminal in West Lafayette with easy parking and quick check-in. Fly local, fly LAF. Learn more at purdue.edu/airport.
Boiler up, farmers! As Purdue dominates the court this year, BW Fusion is helping Indiana farmers dominate their fields. We're farmer first, delivering crop nutrition products and data designed for one thing: doing more with less. Less in, more out. That's not just a tagline. It's how we farm now. So whether you're at Mackey or in the Combine, team up with BW Fusion and start growing smarter. Visit bwfusion.com to learn more.
At Electric Plus, our mission is simple: to be the best electrical contractor in Indiana. From new construction to modernization, commercial, industrial, and service repair, we lead the way with quality and innovation. We're proud to be locally owned and 100% employee-owned through our ESOP, giving every team member a personal stake in delivering exceptional service. With offices in Lafayette, Avon, Kokomo, and Bloomington, we serve our communities with pride, offering 24/7 emergency coverage when it matters most. Visit electricplus.com to learn more. And always, boiler up.
Fans, be sure to stay tuned for our First Merchants postgame show when this one goes final. We'll visit with Coach Painter. We'll give you the final stats, and we'll preview the regular season finale Saturday at home, 4 o'clock, Wisconsin visiting Mackey Arena. 3:58 remains in this game. It's Purdue 57, Northwestern 55. When we resume action, Nick Martinelli, the senior, on senior night, who has scored over 1,600 points in his storied career. He has 22 tonight. He'll be standing at the foul line with 2 foul shots. Both teams have committed 16 fouls. The possession arrow favors Northwestern.
Going to be fascinating here, this final 4 minutes. Which team's going to be able to execute better offensively? We've been seeing a lot of Martinelli kind of isolation situations at the top of the key. Especially seems to like when he gets Oscar Clough switched on to him.
First free throw, Martinelli, good. Northwestern has 2 timeouts remaining. Purdue has 3. And it's a 1-point Purdue lead. Martinelli going to try to tie it here. Takes a deep breath, shrugs the shoulders, and he ties the game with his made foul shot. 24 in the game for Martinelli. He's the Big Ten's leading scorer. We're tied at 57. Purdue the ball with 3:55 to go. Braden Smith off a screen near the top of the key to Trey Kaufman-Renn. Trey dribble to the right elbow, finds Lawyer, top of the key. Lawyer goes right wing, throws it inside to Clough, right block. Here's a double team coming towards Clough. Clough kicks it out to Braden Smith. Now to Lawyer. Shot clock at 6. Lawyer stops on the left elbow, gives it to Cox for a catch and shoot 3. Good! Another triple. C.J. Cox, his fourth made three of the game. That was a difficult shot under duress, and Purdue leads 60-57.
What a play. C.J. Cox just rising up, kind of out of desperation due to the late shot clock situation. That's butter from the left wing.
Cox has 22 points, a career high. Martinelli left elbow, good. He got the friendly bounce over the front of the rim, shooting over Oscar Clough. Purdue leads 60-59 with 3 minutes remaining.
I suppose Nick on his senior night in this gym is owed a friendly roll here or there, but painful for Purdue.
Yeah, with that guy's career, absolutely. Braden Smith to the right arc. Dribbling on that right arc, gives to Trey Kaufman-Renn. Left corner, Lawyer three on the way. It one is short, rebounded C.J. Cox. Gives back to Lawyer. Now to Cox. Purdue with a reload thanks to the Cox offensive rebound. C.J. doing a little bit of everything here in this one. Braden Smith to Cox. Top of the key. Wants to drive. Stops to shoot from the left elbow. Hits again. C.J. Cox having a career scoring night. Puts the lead back at 3, 62-59.
What a performance. C.J. Cox, the career high points with 24.
Here's Martinelli with 2:15 on the clock. A poke and a foul. Oscar Clough tried to poke it from him out near the top of the key area. And Oscar is hit with his second foul, and this will be a 1-and-1 for Nick Martinelli. 2:12 to play in the game. Purdue 62, Northwestern 59.
Oscar Clough just asked Paul Sells, where was the contact? Paul Sells pointed to his forearm, and Oscar goes, no, and shook his head. Did not feel like he hit any arm on that situation. He must have felt like he got it clean.
Martinelli 1-and-1, made it. 27 in the game for Martinelli. This year he scored 34 against Penn State, 34 against Rutgers, 32 against Ohio State, 29 against Maryland. You get my point. This guy can fill it up, and he made both foul shots here.
Just calmly drills both free throws there. I thought the first one off his hand was going to be off the mark, but it snuck in the side door, and then that one was a straight swish.
62-61. Braden Smith turned it over. A run out here. Page will dunk, and it's a 1-point lead for Northwestern with 1:57 remaining. Braden Smith lost control of the dribble right in front of the Purdue bench. And in trying to save it in bounds, he unfortunately threw it right to Northwestern and put them in transition. And Northwestern now has a 1-point lead at 63-62. Matt Painter takes a timeout here because this is a very valuable possession now with 1:57 remaining in the game.
Oh, Rob would have been better off, as it turns out, just dribbling that ball and punting it into the concession stand. Instead, you try to save it out of desperation, and it goes right to Northwestern near half court. And my goodness, Rob, there was like 3 Northwestern guys that looked like that pass was basically intended towards. Fletcher Lawyer was the nearest Purdue basketball player to that ball, but he was not able frantically to get back and stop the 3-on-1 situation. I think it was Clayton who ended up getting the steal and then dropping off a sweet dime to Page to tear the rim off in transition with 2 hands.
Turnovers for the Boilermakers, who came in averaging 8 per game in Big Ten play. One of the best in the Big Ten at taking care of the ball. That has not been the case tonight for the Boilermakers. And again, points off turnovers have been huge in favor of Northwestern. Purdue the ball over the 10-second barrier comes Braden Smith with 1:45 to go. Purdue trailing 63-62. Cox on the high left perimeter. Top of the key feed to Kaufman-Renn to Braden Smith. He's coming downhill, finding Clough at the top of the key. Back to Braden Smith. He'll shoot a 3, and he was fouled as he shot it. Braden Smith attempted a 3 at the top of the key, had his legs cut out from under him by Jaden Reed. And this will be 3 free throws for Braden Smith, who has just 2 points in the game. He is an 81% foul shooter.
What a huge moment there late in that possession. Purdue, good execution throughout, but Northwestern does a nice job taking most of the initial action away as Braden Smith makes the first free throw. But then Braden, after tossing it back to Oscar Clough, realizing Oscar's not a threat there, but knowing Oscar's man's also not there to help and hedge if he gets a quick handoff, Braden sprints off that second action and is able to rise up, and his own man chasing too closely from behind fouls him going into that shot as Braden does swish free throw number 2 to give Purdue this 1-point lead.
Now 64-63, Purdue the lead, 1:33 remaining. Braden Smith trying to make all 3 free throws. He does. Purdue will take a timeout. This will mean Matt Painter has 1 timeout left at his disposal. Well, you understand why Purdue takes a timeout. I mean, defensively, you have to get it right now with a 2-point lead at 1:33 remaining. And you know that Northwestern's going to be looking the direction of Nick Martinelli. You don't have to be a basketball genius to get that part figured out. Of course they're going to look for Martinelli. Why not? He has 28 points currently in this game.
I hate to question Coach Payne, but I do wonder in this situation, could have maybe gone offense, defense with the free throw. You could sub in defense, and then if you get a stop, then use that timeout to sub Fletcher Lawyer, for example, back in offensively. But this is a huge defensive possession, and if there's a key thing you want to talk about here, that certainly does make sense because getting a stop is paramount. But I will be interested to see if we do any sort of offense for defense substitution here, because it will be more difficult to stop play to get an offensive player back in, because you would not most likely want to use your last timeout to sub an offensive player back in.
Purdue had only 25 points at the half. Purdue was trailing 34-25 at halftime. 40 second half points. Purdue's up 65-63 with 1:33 to go. Purdue plays with Lawyer and Cox, Braden Smith, Oscar Clough, and Trey Kaufman-Wren.
So no defensive substitution here, so Purdue's just going to play it out. So I presume they discussed what we're doing from a defensive standpoint. I do like that. This is a huge possession. Then they probably also discussed what we're going to run offensively, whether we get a stop or whether we don't.
Here comes Clayton over the timeline, left to right. Fans rising to their feet. We're down to the final 1:20. Reed, right elbow, skip in the left corner. Singleton holds the ball above his head with the shot clock at 13. Singleton will give it to Reed. We're down at 10 on the shot clock. Here comes Reed to the right elbow. Backs up. Trey Kaufman-Wren tries to take up his space. Kick in the right corner. Now it's Clayton with a contested 3 falling away. He made it. Are you kidding me? 1 minute exactly remaining. And Northwestern and Jordan Clayton just made a desperation fall-away 3. Although the officials want to check to make sure it was a 3-point shot. For the moment, it's been counted as a 3-point bucket. Jordan Clayton, 40% 3-point shooter in Big Ten play. A step-back 3 up against the horn with Fletcher Lawyer hanging on him.
What a high degree of difficulty, desperation shot Clayton gets to go down there. Just backbreaking for Purdue, which does an excellent job on that possession. I actually thought Clayton was going to have an opportunity for a catch-and-shoot 3, but he bobbled the pass.
Right.
So when he bobbles the pass, it was because Fletch was a little late, to be honest, on the closeout, on the initial closeout. And I was like, oh, no, here comes a catch-and-shoot 3 for Clayton after we've done such a good job. But instead, he bobbles the ball, and now I'm like, all right, Purdue's defense is fine. Fletch is able to recover, gives off a great contest on a fadeaway 3, and they did determine it was a 3. He did get it off before the shot clock. And how about this, Rob? Purdue's made 5 of their last 6 shots from the field, but Northwestern's made all 5 of their last 5 shots. Purdue just had not been able to get timely stops here down the stretch whatsoever.
Now Northwestern retakes the lead, 66-65 with 1:03 to play. Purdue the possession here. Both teams, 17 fouls committed. Possession arrow favors Northwestern. Here's Braden Smith in the backcourt. He'll bring it up with Reed guarding him. We're under a minute to play, and the Boilermakers trail by 1. Braden Smith, the Trey Kaufman-Wren. He spins to the right elbow. Kick in the corner for a Cox 3. Another triple for C.J. Cox. This one from the right corner on the perfect pass 42, Northwestern the ball, 42 remaining, 42 seconds. Martinelli to the high right elbow, throws it inside, and they fell down. The defender, the offensive player fell down and lost the ball out of bounds. Arrington Page was trying to catch a ball underneath the bucket, a bounce pass from Martinelli. He slipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Purdue the possession with 36.9 to play, and Northwestern takes a timeout. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness, Page catches that ball, but falls out of bounds. And now Purdue, with 36 seconds, can't fully have a situation where Northwestern has to foul for sure, but that's a pretty tight window if you're Northwestern to not foul. And considering Purdue's in the 1-and-1, they're likely going to try to foul. You would think they would probably try to play decent defense until the ball gets out of a good free throw shooter's hand, especially if Purdue's got Kaufman, Wren, and or Clough on the floor. If either of those guys touch it, you would think they're going to try to foul. But how much time do you want to let go off? Because then, of course, if Purdue is able to keep it in one of their three guards' hands, Purdue's going to be fine just milking the clock all the way down. And then if you're Northwestern, that's cutting it super close to try to play it out and then get it and go. So going to be fascinating to see what Northwestern does, because this is right up against whether you might decide to foul or not. I would guess they're going to foul, but maybe try to get a trap first. Maybe by trapping, hope that Purdue forces a pass into one of these non-great free throw shooters' hands.
Both Clough and Kaufman-Wren are on the floor. Now they're at the opposite end of the floor. Purdue throws it into Cox in the backcourt. He quickly gives it up to Braden Smith. Looks like for the moment, Northwestern's just going to play defense. Reed guarding Braden Smith. He gets it over the timeline. 26 on the game clock, 18 on the shot clock. Braden Smith off a screen, right wing to Kaufman-Wren. Kick it left corner. A Lawyer three on the way. It is short, and it's rebounded by Northwestern, and they threw it out of bounds. They were trying to outlet the pass to the left wing, and Trey Singleton threw it out of bounds. Jaden Reed couldn't catch up to it, and now Northwestern will be forced to foul with just 14.9 remaining, assuming Purdue can get the ball in cleanly. Now might Purdue try to sub in some better foul shooters here at 14.9.
Wow, what a play. Purdue got a great look out of it. Would have liked to, of course, run a little more time off the clock, but you get an open Lawyer three, you got to take it.
Yeah, exactly. Braden Smith's going to hold the ball, and he'll be fouled at midcourt by Singleton. Singleton fouls out of the game. Singleton really had no choice because Braden was just going to hold the ball there. And so the foul by Singleton puts Braden Smith at the line for a 1-and-1. Purdue leading 68-66, 12.8 to play. And Braden Smith, who in this game is 3 of 3 at the foul line, he's an 81% foul shooter, will have a 1-and-1 here. Purdue does have a timeout remaining in its pocket if needed. Northwestern also has a timeout if needed.
Purdue communicating some things defensively. I just saw Purdue says no Buffalo. They're not going to trap baseline side on a post touch. They're going to stay home one-on-one. That way you don't give up an open three.
Braden Smith, foul line left, rips the cords on the first foul shot. Makes Purdue a leader by 3 at 69-66.
Granted, if Braden makes both these free throws, you're going to feel a lot better about where you stand. Huge shot on the first one. This is a critical second to go 2-possession lead.
He got it. 7 points in the game for Braden Smith on one made 2-point shot. He has not made a three the entire game. Northwestern's going to have to hurry. Under 10 remaining. Timeout, Northwestern. Martinelli raced the ball into the front court and took a timeout with 9.6. Purdue leads 70-66 with 9.6 to go in the game.
Wow, what a game we have here. Purdue down 9 at the half. It was a rough first half from a turnover standpoint, 8 turnovers.
And only 25 points scored.
Yes, the point production was brutal. Didn't shoot the ball well from 3. I think we were 3 of 11 from 3 in the first half, but the 3-point shooting has been better here in the second half. And how about the performance from C.J. Cox. He's 10 of 13 from the field, 5 of 8 from long range, made both of his free throws, a career-high 27 points, chipped in also 3 boards, 3 assists. What a game from C.J. Cox, the sophomore, in a massive road game for Purdue after we have been struggling. This is a quad 1 win. If Purdue can pull this one out, Northwestern, this is probably the perfect scenario, actually, from a Purdue standpoint. You win, hopefully, but win closely. That way you don't knock Northwestern down from a metric standpoint too far, and that Northwestern, from a net standpoint, will stay in the top 75.
Braden Smith, his 9 points tonight, has moved him into the top 10 in the history of Purdue scoring. He has bypassed Walter Jordan this evening. Now 1,818 points for Braden Smith. He's 10th all-time career scoring in the history of Purdue. Up next in his crosshairs, Jawan Johnson, former teammate of my broadcast partner, Bobby Riddell. But none of that matters for the moment. Purdue has to find a way to win. Purdue leads 70-66 with 9.6 to go. Northwestern the ball, far sideline as we look at it courtside in the front court to our right. Northwestern wants to try to score in a hurry. Martinelli catch and shoot 3 straight away. Air ball. Deep 3, right wing. No good. Rebounded Trey Kaufman-Wren. And Purdue is going to come from behind and win on the road in Evanston. The Boilermakers trailed by 9 points at the half, 34-25, and rally for a 70-66 win on the road tonight at Welsh Ryan Arena. Bob Riddell, when the halftime horn hit, I wasn't so certain we were going to be talking about a Purdue win. What a comeback in the second half by the Boilermakers.
Just a marvelous job by this Purdue team to rally here in the second half. Contributions up and down the roster. We talked about C.J. Cox and just highlighted his performance, but so many other guys contributing in big ways. Really balanced scoring from that starting lineup. You got Lawyer with 10, Braden Smith 7 points, 7 points, 9 assists. TKR chips in with 11, Clough with 9, 7 boards for OC, a double-double for TKR, going 11 and 10. Just a great team performance. And how about these seniors? Had never won in this building, and they're able to knock it off the checklist here with the comeback dub.